Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a show that we don't usually do. Wednesday, you get me? Wednesday, at this time, there is usually no show. There is really nothing that I'm doing, but we had to kind of run this one to just unpack the stuff that we saw yesterday. So, anyway, make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single one of you guys right here, right now, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Also, everyone who's coming on the channel today for the stream, their links are in the description. So please do just go into the description, give them a subscribe, show them love as well, same way you show me. So I appreciate you all. And yeah, big up. Anyway, joining me first and foremost, you get me. And like Kmack, how you doing, Kmack? You good, brother?
I'm all right. Hope you're well. Hope everyone's well. Hit the likes early.
Big up to you, Kmack.
And I know I'm wearing a Juventus top.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I wear football tops.
We can see. Joining us next on the channel, you get me the ever calming presence on the Liverpool community. Man like G is in the building. How you doing, G?
I'm good, bro. Hey, man. How you guys doing, man? Good?
Good, mate. Good.
I'm not. I'll be honest with you. I'm still angry. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I swear
Sorry,
to God.
we'll unpack. We'll unpack. But yeah, big up the chat as well, man. Make sure you smash the bloody like button, man. 2 minutes in and smash it.
Let's go. Big up to you, G. And last but not least, you get me. Some of you might have seen certain titles on YouTube, but I don't want to have problems already. Man like Endz is in the building. Hi, Endz. How you doing?
Big up, man. Appreciate the invite as always, man. Chat, listen, man. Smash the like, man. Even for the missing players that didn't want to perform yesterday. Smash the like for them, man.
Can you confirm to the chat that I'm not the reason why you weren't there on Friday? You were actually busy, to be honest.
I was busy. Oh, did they think it was you?
Yeah, people think it was me. Like, oh, why don't you get Endz on? I'm like, I invite the guy. He just doesn't. He can't do it. You know, it's not me. Have I not invited you like every Friday, Endz?
You have. It was my fault. The last few times that was my fault. Take full ownership of it. I went missing like certain players. Surely.
Yeah, certain panelists as well. Big up to all of you guys, regardless. Listen, big up. There's 200 people here. I know most of the people chat will be like rivals and stuff, and it's okay. Guys, you can banter Liverpool Football Club, but you can't be fraudulent and insult anyone personally. You get me? So make sure you guys are liking, make sure you guys are subscribing. Go subscribe to Football with Endz. Go subscribe to Kmack channel. Go subscribe to GTV. They're all in the description. Just go give them all a subscribe. Go show them some love. And let's just get straight into it. The PSG game yesterday. Oh God. Who wants to start? Let's go. Endz, start us.
I'll go. I don't even know where to start, bro. I honestly feel that we played well as a team, but we just got outclassed in moments. The goal was clumsy. We didn't take our opportunities when we got them. We kind of huffed and puffed, played well in the second half, huffed and puffed. Tried to score, but nothing really concrete. And then it became just a game of who's tired, whose legs were going to be tired, and it was up and down. And then one or two of the substitutions, maybe one more I had an issue with. The Gakpo one, we brought in a player that's trained once and just looked leggy. On hindsight, I'm like, there's another player on the bench that possibly we should have brought on, Chiesa. I know he's been the missing man. A lot of people don't rate him, and I get it, I hear it. But he would have done better than what Gakpo did. Gravenberch wasn't good at his best, I would say. Szoboszlai just ran his lungs off. McAllister was the only standout midfielder in our team. From a tackling, interception, progressive passing, he was really
probably
good.
Easier to say who actually played well. Like
like that.
Yeah, and then Trent and Robbo, I thought they were good. I thought they were really good defensively and even when they attacked as well. Kanate, yep, I felt Virgil was like, meh. It was like the only one in the back line I felt could he have done more. I don't know. I felt like the game, in his mind, it was too easy for him, so he just had one of those days. Alisson was just doing Alisson stuff as well. Jota, honestly, man, I know you guys get on to Nunes, but Jesus Christ, bro. Like, yeah, Jota, I don't know what's going on with him. Diaz,
I'm
don't know,
starting to
man.
question whether Jota's actually got another job.
No, he said he admits he's not been at his best, right? He's admitted that he's not been playing well, but admitting it and then changing it are two different things. You can say what you want to say, bro, but we need to see change, and we're not
I
seeing.
don't
any
even
change.
think he's 70%. Like, it's not even about the best. Like, I don't even think he's 70% of what he's capable of, or 50%.
Someone's
Oh,
just
my
wrote Jota's ready for soccer. Right?
No,
There's
don't
no
know.
way I just read that. Oh, like,
No, but even
I
like
said
yesterday, there was one
soccer.
moment, right, when I think it was Mo that played it into him, and then he let it run across his body, and I'm like, okay, you're off balance. Just let Diaz have the shot, and he fought with himself off balance, and then he just smashed the ball over in the stands, and I'm like, bro, like Diaz was in a better position. Just let him have the shot. It's like just
Yeah, Jota's decision making overall in the game yesterday was just dreadful. Just before you carry on, Endz, as well joining us on the channel, you get me? The member of Kopish, you get me? The man, like the myth, the legend, and also he doesn't jinx any transfers. Callum, if you're watching, don't talk transfers, please, ever again. Man, like Drifty's in the building. How you doing, Drift?
What's going on, boys? What's going on? Big up the chat. Everyone
The
good?
show was wild last night, Drifty.
Yeah, it was. Has everyone wound down yet? How's the vibe?
I'm still mad. Like Endz was still talking about Jota, and as soon as he mentioned Jota's name, I'm angry again. Like I just don't like. I just remember the stuff I saw yesterday, bro, and I'm still mad. Like I'm so mad. Like yeah, you want to know? Like you want to know from my perspective why I'm mad? Because it's not even like the fact. Okay, let's be serious. If we were all asked in August, this same panel did a live in August and said, "Listen, Premier League Carabao Cup this season, will you take it?" We will all say yes. We still have to win the Carabao Cup. If we lose that to Newcastle, I'm gonna lose my shit. You get me? But had we been given that opportunity, we would have taken it. But it's just the way that we got eliminated that's just pissing me off so much. Because like we went to Paris and we did football Satanism and scored a goal in the 90th minute that we didn't deserve. And I was thinking, okay, maybe there is something with us in Europe this season. Let's go. And then we get eliminated the way we got eliminated yesterday. Just missing chances, no room, penalty shootout as well. And I'm like, that's why I'm upset. I'm not upset contextually. I'm upset how we lost the game yesterday.
Can I say something on that? Because like,
Go
just
on.
in the cold light of day, like just looking at it back now, we deserved absolutely nothing in Paris. Like we really didn't play well. That's the first time we've been under the cosh, like consistently all game, backs to the wall, everyone getting skinned all over the place, like goalkeeper pulling off game of his life. That's the first time that's happened this season for me under Slot. And I thought we were going to go into the Southampton game and really like put on a massive performance just to like, you know, get the cobwebs off and basically go, look, this is how it goes. But then we went a goal behind with a really sloppy goal. And it was the same yesterday. We started okay. We started okay against Southampton, to be fair. But then we conceded a really shit goal through Keystone Cops, like to me, to you, all over the place. And then the ball just bobbled in. Same again, kind of on the line, scored on the line. But we didn't have a Southampton in front of us where we could come out second half and just play a bit better and beat them. This is PSG. Like, they've got an unbelievable team they've assembled. Like, I don't care what anyone says. Like, Luis Enrique is a top manager who's won the Champions League, La Liga, the French League. Like, he's won loads and loads of trophies. Arne Slot is still quite new to the game in Europe and league titles. So he's not going to be at that level. And for all of us to think that he was just going to go and dominate against Enrique, he's assembled this multi-million-pound squad. I think every single player is worth more than 50, 60 million across the board. And Arne Slot's bought no one, none of his players. you know, playing a football which is brilliant, and it's got us the league in a canter by the looks of it, and with potentially the Carabao Cup. I just think we need to be a bit realistic that like PSG are a really good side who are probably going to go far. They'll give Real Madrid a real run for the money, and it is what it is. Like, we just have to dust it off and go again. And next year we're in the Champions League again, which we haven't been in before for a year. So we're back, and let's just see where it takes us. But we were really unlucky, just like Arnie Slot said, to get a team that good in the 16. We should have had them in the semi-final, final, really. But cold light of day. That's what I'm thinking about it.
I know everyone wants to crash out, but I totally get what Mac is saying. Was I annoyed in the moment? 100%. I don't want Liverpool to lose any game. Could be a pre-season game, and deep down, I want us to win it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I never want to watch my team lose any games at all. But I do find it a bit strange that if 24 hours later you can't contextualize what's happened and remove the emotion and still feel proud of the boys so far, that we have things to look forward to, then I think you've gone too far. And I think you've got to pull it back in and kind of look at yourself, because I think you're being a bit over the top. Like, at the beginning of the season, nobody really thought that we were going to win much. I remember being in a lot of arguments when people were saying to me, it doesn't make any sense, me saying that we're going to win the league. And I had to like justify myself to Liverpool fans on why I think we can win the league, and justify myself to rivals who talk shit anyway. That's all they do. So to be here now, 8 months down the line or whatever it is, from like June, July, August conversations with people, and now everybody's crashing out that we've gone out the Champions League win. You didn't think we could win the Champions League. And don't give me the things change. Of course, I get that. That's what happens in football. But things don't change enough for you to be that dramatically one end of the scale to the other, because you didn't think we could do it. You didn't think we were going to win anything. You thought that we were going to fall by the wayside. You thought without Klopp we were going to fall apart. We haven't. Why are you not still finding some way to be positive in the negativity? That's my take from it. Like, we're going to win the league, and we have a 50-50 chance of winning the domestic double with a cup on Sunday. If we lose the cup final, I'll probably be way more annoyed, if I'm being honest, than yesterday, because it's a final, the trophy's right there, and we're a better team than Newcastle. So you do look at that and you go, "Ooh, do you know what? That's not a good look, right?" But the 50-50 chance we're going to do a domestic double. Now, nobody would have ever thought at the beginning of the season that was going to be the case. Even me, who thought we're going to win the league, I didn't think we're going to put a cup on top of it. So if we win the cup as well, I'm like, wow, we've even exceeded what I think we were going to be able to do. And if we're sitting in that parade in May with 2 trophies on that bus, do you really think I'm going to be that angry we went out in Slot's first ever Champions League campaign with Liverpool? 2 a very good side, and we've got the one we wanted. Like, let's be honest, guys. Don't we want the league more than we want the Champions League? Like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we've got one of the ones we wanted. As long as we bring one of the big ones home, you're never going to see me crash out. If we bring home a Champions League or a Premier League, you're never going to see me crash out. We fail on both, then we have a different conversation. But as long as we bring one of them home, I'm always going to try and find the positive in the negative. And I get it. We're annoyed that we went out, but we're about to win the big one, man. Like, let's just try and dust this off, not let it become a distraction for Sunday, not let it bring down the mood. Because I asked the question before, if we go out the Champions League, does it bring down the mood? Does it deflate the season? Because I just wanted to know where everyone was at. Because everyone thought we were going to beat PSG, people kind of just laughing it off. We're out now. So let's have the actual realistic conversation. How does it feel? Don't let it ruin the season. Do not let it ruin the season, guys. It's annoying.
Oh, if it ruins the season from here, like, I'm just gonna quit doing content. If you're talking about, like, you know, what I think you're talking about, if I heard that correctly, and I think like you're talking about a whole like capitulation.
Oh no,
like,
no, that would be me talking about the players. I mean, there's a fan base. Let's not let it ruin the season.
Okay. I thought you mean like, you know, we
base,
end up losing the league and the Carabao Cup final and everything. Like, I'm just gonna
no. If the players crash out, no. Oh no.
Can I ask you guys though, Drifty and Husam, right?
I'm sure there's a factory that somewhere would take me, chemical engineer, go work somewhere and just leave.
No, on a real though, guys. On a real, if we go where Drifty is trying to take us right now, if we go there, What do you guys do in that moment, bro? Like, what? Because you have to turn up for the fan base, right? We have to turn up for the man. The guys that tune in, week out to the channels. We have to turn. What do you guys do in that moment? You can't put a smile on your face. What do
I'll
you
be
do?
honest with you. What are we talking about the unthinkable of
The
crashing
unthinkable.
out?
I don't talk
We
about
talk
like
about
lose
the
the league.
unthinkable.
No, wait.
If we lose the league ends, I can promise you right here, right now, you will never see me again.
You say
I'm
it's a
gonna
battle for a year.
disappear, man.
I am
I'm
not
not disappeared.
taking the beating of 70 million Liverpool fans, yeah? That the rivals will crash on. No, you must be out your mind, brother. You ain't seeing me. I'm going to ask Elon Musk how much that jet is to Mars, and I'm out, bro.
I'm
I
out
am
as well.
out of here,
That would
bro.
have to be the biggest bottle job ever, wouldn't it? Like,
Yeah, do you know what? It would actually make me even question
15
whether it's slot
points.
out. If I'm being totally honest, I know that might sound a bit dramatic,
Yeah.
but you would really have to draw me back for a minute of not slot out. Even though I love the man, if we bottle the league from here, nah, you'd really have to draw me in and be like, "No, Drift, don't."
I'm
say it.
finding an
Don't say
island.
it.
I'll be
Don't
honest
think
with you.
it.
I'm finding like the cheapest place with an island, and I'm just running there, and I am just bringing just nothing but cigarettes and coffee, and I'm just sitting there forever. Like I'm gonna take a 1 year hiatus, and suddenly the summer after I'll appear. Hey guys, sorry, I was lost on an island, and I came back.
I'm,
If that
I'm,
I know what
I'm
you'd
going
have
to
to
become
contextualize
Rambo.
it, though.
I'm going to become Rambo.
yes,
You'd have to
Yes.
contextualize it. Like if the situation was completely out of Slot's hands by, God forbid, like 18 injuries in the next 2 games or something stupid, and then all of a sudden it was like, well, we've got like under 23 players trying to get us over the line, then maybe the conversation would be different, innit? But if things are just how they are now, but we just bottled it, oh dear Lord. Oh dear Lord.
I know, I
But
just want
Yeah,
to
before we
it's not,
talk
even-
like
it's
big
not even
picture,
worth thinking
just
about.
before we talk on big picture, I do want us to look at just the PSG game a little bit, and then we'll unpack the season and everything, because I do think like we'll do small picture and big picture together. G, you haven't spoken about the PSG game yet. Just tell me what do you think happened in the game?
PSG were just the better team. Do you know what I mean? Overall, 2 legs. I think they deserved it. They're a good team, man. They're a good team. So, yeah. I'm not really. I would like. Obviously, you're mad that you lost, but you can't be mad because you didn't deserve to win anyway. So you just look at it as, well, we just didn't deserve it. So had we had won the game anyway, it would have felt like, yes, you're happy to win, of course, because you get through to the next round, but you didn't deserve that. First leg, you were completely outplayed. Second leg, you were better in the 90 minutes. I would definitely admit that. Extra time, PSG were better. So, yeah, I mean, Slot said the same thing. I mean, 90 minutes, he thought we were better. Extra time, they were better. 120 minutes. You know what I mean? It's one of them ones. So, yeah, man, I think PSG were just, but they're good. I don't think you understand. They're a good team. Like, maybe the first half of the season, maybe we looked at it and where they finished in the Champions League group. Obviously, we kind of looked at it and thought, nah, this team, man, blah, blah, blah. And to be fair, they weren't really performing that well in Europe. But you see, since the turn of January, they've been the best team in Europe. There's no team I think has been better than them. You know, performances, goals, you know, they've got everything. This since January. You know, I think it's maybe signing Kvaratskhelia, the formation. They got rid of, you know, Kolo Muani. Now they play with a false 9. Like, it's so fluid. Vitinha, Joao Neves, they've just upped their level a little bit. Like, things are clicking into gear for these guys. So, yeah, man, they hit form at the right time. And I'll be honest, Liverpool haven't really been in form. I'll be honest, performance-wise, I think we've been kind of poor 2025.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
you know what I mean? Like, we've kind of gone this way. Like, it's changed a little bit. First half, you probably say, obviously, we were the better side in Europe, but then we've just gone like that. You know, so we're getting the wins, but we're scraping through some of these games. Whereas I'm watching PSG on a weekend, they're not scraping through. And yes, it's Ligue 1, but look what Ligue 1 just did to the Premier League leaders last night. You know what I mean? They knocked them out. So I'm not even going to disrespect them in that kind of way. But I don't want people to forget that they are actually a good team. Like, I don't want that to get lost in the fact that we're just annoyed with Liverpool, because they have got ballers in that team that you just think, Jesus Christ, like, they're not just a team who, like an Atalanta, where you're like, yeah, that's an okay team, but they just outplayed us in whatever. No, this is they outplayed us in the first game anyway, and they've got sick players. So yeah, man, it's just one of those.
Do you think Slot got it wrong, or are we like over analyzing? Like before we will talk about players and stuff, but like, do you think Slot got it wrong?
Slot 100% got it wrong. 100%.
I don't think he
maybe
did.
After the first leg, you could say maybe he got it a little bit, maybe personnel wise. I know some people, I guess these guys will tell you, but
yeah, he
maybe personnel wise, but not.
First leg, you should have done a Man City away. You should have done a Man City away.
Four midfielders, yeah.
Yeah, you should have played with 4 midfielders.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got it wrong. Do you know what? Yeah, just quickly.
We still won.
It's weird. To say this, yeah. one thing that I find quite crazy, especially from like the rivals, but I get it. They have no self-awareness and they're shameless, so I get it. What's crazy is PSG, as much as they are a brilliant team, and don't get me wrong, they've got some absolute ballers I'd love at Liverpool. That's the worst we've been all season, and it needed penalties for us to go out. And we were poor in 2 games. PSG took 2 games of playing better than us to need penalties to beat us. Do you know how much we can actually take from that if you want to try and see a silver lining or some positivity? Liverpool are their absolute worst, which that is definitely the worst we've been all season. Still didn't go out until a penalty shootout with a team as good as PSG. Like, we've got to actually try and be a little bit like
Drifty. What I said as well is everybody's waxing lyrical about how unbelievable their wingers are. None of them scored any goals apart from a tap-in that was our mistake in 2 legs. So it's like, were we that bad? Like, were we that bad?
I just think we underperformed for what we're capable of. But the fact that it still took PSG 180 minutes of normal time and then obviously extra time and penalties to beat us, I actually think that if you're just taking your emotion out of it and just trying to contextualize everything and add the context to it, you can be like, well, you know what? We learn from it, we live, and we take some grace out of the fact that at our very worst, we still just about went out. That penalty shootout's a lottery. Do you know what I mean? Like, we just about went out. And I think if we'd have had a few of our main players on, who knows? If Soboslai's still on, if McAllister's still on, do you know what I mean? If Jota's still on, for example, some of the people who we know are top-level penalty takers, rather than the people who are way down the pecking order.
Yeah, but they were like way too short by then.
Obviously, the reasons they come up were absolutely legit. But I just mean if we were starting fresh, 90 minutes, without 90 minutes on, we're just having a penalty shootout of PSG and we would have everyone fresh. Who knows how that would go? Because we do have good penalty takers. But we're down to people who would be 7th, 8th, and 9th, and people like Nunes and Jones. If we're having a proper penalty shootout, they're only taking us because we've gone past the real people. Do you get what I'm saying? So the only one who's a real penalty taker for us is Mo, and he scored his one. Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't think that we should be that downhearted on everything else other than we're out, and that's annoying. We're out, and that's annoying. But you know what? We can concentrate now on the league and the cup, getting a double. God knows what the rivals are going to do if we do win both, because they seem to want to jump down our neck right now about this. It's like, where's the self-awareness? Arsenal, we just took the title that was supposed to be yours. So I have no idea why you're trying to banter us. And we know what's coming for you next time. We're all going to get our moment in the sun with your team in the next round when you are absolutely embarrassed by either Madrid side. Man United, Jesus, what a new stadium brings you out of the cubby hole. Like, are you serious? Where are you in the league, my friend? I know Tottenham fans haven't got the cheek to talk. They haven't. They've got a little bit of self-awareness. That's one thing I rate about Tottenham fans. And Chelsea fans, we all know they're just entitled brats. So when they start
Chelsea fans, it's not even like,
you know what I mean? Like, we all know that's some silver spoon shit. Like, when it comes to the Chelsea fans, so
Chelsea fans is just like more Salah hatred than the Liverpool hatred.
Don't listen. And I don't even know any Man City fans. Are there any? So let's just let whoever talk have their moment of dumb shit. You know what I mean? Let them do what they got to do. Who's gonna get the laugh last, boys? Huh? Who's gonna get? Isn't it he who laughs the loudest? Because when they I'm
literally
it's
just
gonna be a whole different kettle of fish.
From a banter perspective and just rival perspective, I'm just waiting. Like, you know, I'll be honest. Before that, when the draw happened, I was still gonna support Atletico against Real because I need Real out. I'm fully Hala Madrid in Adamas today. I am completely. I will be the biggest Madrid fan later on today because I need that Madrid Arsenal just so we get another 10-2, and then after that I can sleep well at night. I know that number 20 is on the way and no one can say anything, because if Madrid just win another Champions League, hey ho, you know, they're the biggest club in the world, whatever. Like, it's just, you know, it's just like another day in the life. People just move on with their lives. Oh, look, Madrid got another UCL, who cares, type thing. So like, that's why for me,
Bayern to win it, Husam, now.
no, because then they overtake us.
Oh yeah, I didn't really, but
Yeah,
I don't
you
have any
can't
malice towards Bayern. No, I really don't.
Inter would be good case, but then I know more.
Although, no, to be fair, the best case scenario out of the whole situation would be some miracle
Barcelona.
happened and Aston Villa or
No,
like-
Barcelona.
Yeah, Aston Villa, yeah,
or
Aston Villa
Dortmund
will.
or one of those teams was able to get it done, but they're not going to be able to get
To
it
be
done.
completely
Although,
honest,
you know
I
what?
actually,
If Arsenal,
I actually hope PSG win it, because they've gone out a few times when they've actually been really good.
Yeah, PSG
They
deserve
kind
it.
of
To be
deserve
fair.
it, like
PSG
after
deserve
the
it
amount
as
of
well.
times they've tried.
you know what? Imagine this though. We're living in a world where if Man United, say if Arsenal somehow managed to get past Real Madrid, some miracle, let's say some miracle happened and they got past Real Madrid, I think they'll be bricking it just as much having to go up against Emery in the semi-final, if I'm being totally honest with you. Now, imagine if PSG got past... No, seriously. Imagine if PSG went out to Villa, yeah, and it was Villa waiting for Arsenal in the semi-final. Villa have 3 in the last 4 put a hurting on Arsenal. Do you really think Arsenal would go into that and be like, yeah, we're going to make the final, we're going to knock Aston Villa out? They would be bricking it having to play Emery. Don't get twisted.
Wouldn't that be justice though for Unai Emery as well? To knock
Yes.
Arsenal
in the
out
redemption story
Champions
for
League.
Emery after they got rid of him and then he
Redemption
comes back. Look, do you know what I'm saying? So
Eliminates them in the UCL as well. That would be beautiful. But I don't want that. I just want Madrid 10-2 on aggregate. That's all I want. I'm not asking for much. You know, this is
That's
completely.
what I'm asking for.
Yeah, that's just
It's never an issue
typical.
for me if the people that knocked us out win it, go and win it, because you can always say, well, we got knocked out by the Champions.
Yeah, we got knocked out to the winners.
And we
Yeah,
have been
exactly.
a
Like,
lot. We have been a lot.
yeah.
no, listen.
just
If
destroyed Arsenal as
PSG
well.
win it, I wouldn't be mad. Like, I wouldn't be, because I think they deserve it, because they actually built a team this time, to be honest with you, and they deserve to win the whole thing. Specifically, the fact that they had a switched, you know, like. Remember the first 4 or 5 games, 3-4 games we watched of PSG in this year's Champions League? You're like, shit, what's going on? But they figured out a formula, and ever since they made that switch, they've been one of absolutely incredible.
That's the reason why it makes me laugh so much, bro. When the Arsenal fans are like, "You do realize we beat PSG and we beat them easily." Yeah, you beat a PSG that was working things out at the beginning. We beat Real Madrid more comfortable than you've ever seen Real Madrid lose for a while. But we still know they're not the team now that they were when we played them in the league format. Do you think we'd be naive enough to think we're going to beat them up like that if we'd have played them again?
That's crazy.
No chance, bro. They're totally different now than they were then. So, you know what I mean? You're right. You know what? It's just going to be a very interesting last couple of rounds of seeing who does go through, who progresses. I probably look now and say an El Clasico finalist, Inter Milan have got something to say about it, but we'll see. It's going to be interesting.
I actually do agree with that. I think Inter is the biggest threat from there. I don't think Bayern gets past Inter. I just don't.
Probably not.
Yeah, defensively, you know, they're good, man. Inter defensively, and then they've got a good attack as well. They've got a good balance. So they're going to be tough for anyone to play against.
You know what
At least
would be the
they
worst final in
Harry
Champions
Kane
League
might have
history?
something to say about it, though.
Atletico versus Inter would be the worst final in Champions League history.
God,
That would be
watching paint dry.
terrorism versus terrorism right there.
That's
I'm
the
telling you,
1-0 winner, bro.
But
Deflected
Diego
goal.
Simeone would finally get a Champions League, so I'd be all right with that.
Oh, I mean, listen.
I think Atletico.
Inzaghi terrorism is very close. I'm telling you, though, the terroristic approach.
No, but I think Atletico for Griezmann, which would be a beautiful story for Griezmann to finally get a Champions League. For Simeone to have been there all this time, been robbed by Real Madrid in a final before. Do you know what I mean? For all that would be a good story if Atletico won the Champions League.
I do agree with that. At the end of the day, listen, Atletico, Simeone, obviously he's lost 2 finals to Madrid as well, so it's very similar to our story. So him getting one is obviously unbelievable for them. But you know, there's something I do want to discuss before we move on to just looking overall perspective. Guys, there's 700 people in here. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Every single one of you guys right here, right now, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. And yeah, we're here. One thing about us, guys, you can never say that Liverpool fans hide. We never hide, innit? We never hide. We're always here, showing face. You get me? And yeah, big up to all of you guys. So, hi, Endz. I want to ask you a question.
Well, hi.
Go on, talk
Hi,
to me.
Endz. I want to ask a question. Salah still missing. Can
I
you?
knew that was going to come
You
up.
can see I'm subscribed.
Nah,
Talk
see,
to
I
me, brother.
appreciate that. I appreciate you
What's
subscribing.
going on? What's going on?
Do you think that's not a truthful statement or title?
Salah only good in the Prem. No. First of all, why do you always ask me questions to questions? Ends? This is such an ends thing. Like, you ask me a question to my question. Like, can you answer the question first?
Because it's true, he was missing, bro. The first leg, he did nothing. In this leg, he was good for 10 minutes, and then he went missing again. Like, he got the best 2 chances of the game, right? One he should have buried, good block, but he should have buried it. And the other one, for me personally, I felt he should have just went over, but he decides to stay on his feet. And then he missed the target completely. And then the rest of the game, we're still looking for him. I don't know. Did you see what the French league posted? On my video,
No.
I posted it up. They posted a picture of Mendes holding Salah's card. That's what the French league media team posted, of Mendes standing there holding Salah's card because he had him in his pocket, bro, the rest of the time. Listen, I don't know what you guys want to do. For the Salah crybabies, you guys have to, you know what I mean? Just hold that one, bro.
Who do you blame for yesterday then?
What do you mean, for his performance? Or
No, like the 90
Oh.
minutes in general. For 90, sorry, the 180 minutes.
I blame the players more than anything. I think players that needed to stand up didn't stand up. Jota's, Salah's, Diaz, Gravenberch. They did in
You're
part,
missing a
but
name
they
there.
didn't stand up.
You're
They
missing
didn't
a
stand up.
name.
Who else? Who am I missing?
The other
Maybe
forward.
Salah. I mentioned all the forwards.
You didn't mention Nunes. He played
Oh,
45
but he had
minutes.
nothing to do. He had nothing to do with that, bro. We should have had the game wrapped up before these guys had to even come on the pitch. What did he have? What did he do wrong? And we're not going to change
He
the
didn't do
conversation.
anything. He got one
Let's
touch in
stick
the
to it, because this is
opposition's
what we
box in
do all the
45
time.
minutes.
No, let's stick to it.
That's just
The guy that
horrendous.
the world class guy and the Balon d'Or guy missed 2 clear cut chances to help us win the game. Didn't, and then went MIA. Jota, the guy that everyone said is the marksman of the year, missing. So why am I gonna bring in another guy that we
Yeah,
don't?
but I'm not
think is
gonna.
good
I'm
enough
not gonna
anyway?
pull a football
He's a
with
sub.
ends and go like, yeah, other people were bad. Like, I can talk about Salah by himself. My rebuttal can't always be someone else was bad. You know, when it
No,
comes
but
to
I'm
Salah,
not doing that. I'm just telling you that's what
you always do that. You
Kmack
always
just
do.
did. I'm
You
just
always
telling
do
you the
that.
guy
When
was
it comes to certain someone, you know, you always do that. But when it comes to
I try and give reasons,
anytime
bro.
you
But
get asked a question about Nunez, you make it about Jota. Don't even try. Now, when it
Right.
comes to Salah yesterday, I think he was shit. I think he was shit in Paris as well. I think Mo yesterday
missing,
was.
not shit, just missing.
If it wasn't for no, actually, I think he was shit. To be honest with you, I think. Look at this fraud. Aren't you in the Conference League, Matisse? You're not in the. You're literally in the Conference League. I swear to God, if you lose to fucking Copenhagen and one of these shit teams in the Conference League, I am gonna ruin you, Matisse. Telling you right now.
Didn't he only
just
win
watch.
2-1?
I am gonna destroy.
Mm.
You see, I'm just waiting. Just waiting, you know, because I know Arsenal is out in the next round anyway. Chelsea, I dare you lose the Conference League. United tomorrow, Zubimendi, common enemy we have tomorrow.
Even
I need you to do something for me.
even in Patel in the chat as well. He said he was missing from Southampton as well, man. Listen, I'm gonna go that far, but I'll let you guys take the reins on that one. He scored.
Why
2 pens in-
why is the Avengers in the chat today? It's just guys, we're having therapy.
just let them have their fun.
Can we have
Bro,
therapy
it's gonna be
in
in there,
peace?
man.
Let
Like,
them
bloody
have
hell,
their
like-
fun. The only reason why Matisse can laugh is because he's guaranteed a trophy. Everybody else, let's see where your fun and games get you at the end. Matisse
Yeah,
is
that
guaranteed a
is
trophy.
true.
There's absolutely no way Chelsea dropped that.
That
ball.
is true.
Absolutely no. The standard is so low in that competition.
They have to
There's
win.
no way Chelsea dropped the ball. No chance.
They must.
And
This
if they
is
do, we will be there. If they do,
We have the whole Avengers in
will
this
be
building,
there.
bro. Like, it's just everyone's is here to get. But here's the thing with Salah. I just think yesterday, I'm very honest when it comes to Mo. I think he lost the Balon d'Or yesterday because I do think the Balon d'Or is Champions League heavy. Like I think it's very
win it.
Champions League.
He was never gonna win.
No. If we won the Champions League, he would have won it. Honestly, I really think he would.
I don't know, man. I really don't.
Yeah, but
what
even
does that
like
say about the
I'll give
Premier
you an
League then?
example. If someone's having such an amazing Premier League season, given it like the hype behind it now, and you end up getting let's say at least get to the final, you know, like if at least get to the final, I think they would have. We like Salah would have won it.
Just
I
remind me,
honestly-
guys,
Real.
with
The
Virgil's
agenda's real
Ballon d'Or
against
year,
Man.
Virgil's Ballon d'Or year was 18,
We won the
19,
UCL.
right?
Yeah, we won the UCL.
I told you, it doesn't matter. Salah weren't getting it. Salah wasn't
Yeah, but
getting it.
that's
We won the
Messi.
Champions League and Van Dijk still didn't win it. After that season that Van Dijk had, which Salah was never going to win it.
Yeah, but
The
that's
Ballon d'Or-
Messi.
But that was
Ballon
Messi
d'Or winner
PR
ain't
is
coming out of
different.
Liverpool, bro. It's not
Yeah,
coming
but
out
that's
of Liverpool, I
Messi.
can
That's
tell you
Messi. Messi PR is different. Like I don't. There is no one with Messi PR this season because they're
but
talking about like
just flip it
Mbappe,
onto someone
Vinny,
else, don't they? They'll
Rafinha.
flip it to someone else. Real Madrid threw their toys out the Prem, so it's either going to be Kylian, Bellingham, or Vinicius who will get it, and if not, it will be the other Barcelona boy in Rafinha.
Yeah,
Probably
Rafinha.
deserved
Probably
it as well.
Rafinha.
They're not, or they'll find a way to even give it to Dembele. He's absolutely playing sensational. PSG win the Champions League. Look at his goal to game ratio. They'll give it to that. They were never.
Yeah, but that's
giving
why
it
I'm saying, had
to
we
Salah.
gotten to the Champions League final, at least I think he would have won it. But anyway, it doesn't excuse his performance yesterday because his performance was dreadful, you know. And this is just the reality of the situation. The first 10 minutes, I wish I could have them back. Like that first 10 minutes against PSG, I was so excited. In the 10th minute, I was like, guys, we are gonna slap PSG today, because I just felt like we were about to eat them alive. And then I realized this whole approach is wrong and we need to chill out a little bit. And I heard myself on the watch along keep saying, guys, let's chill out a bit. Let's chill out a bit. The one forward player that I actually gave props to yesterday was Diaz, because I think Diaz just getting unnecessary criticism from yesterday because people love a scapegoat. I don't even think he did badly yesterday at all. I don't think Diaz did badly at all yesterday. I think it was the other 5 forwards. Gakpo came on, was non-existent. I know he's just back from injury. Nunes was crap. Salah was crap from the get-go. Jota, I think, was the worst forward on the pitch. Like Jota in that, I don't even know what to say about Jota, to be honest with you, after yesterday. He was just absolutely dreadful, to be honest with you. And with Slot, the one thing I will say, and I have to be honest, I think he got outcoached by Luis Enrique. I think genuinely he got outcoached by Luis Enrique. And the one thing that I say regarding, like, and I'm just being honest when it comes to this conversation with Slot, like, obviously winning the Premier League and a Carabao Cup in your first season is unbelievable achievement, and he's proven himself to be one of the best managers in the world, of course. But I'm just talking about PSG specifically in the 90-minute mark. Like, I think the approach of going all out did cost us a little bit, because it made us run out of steam as well towards the end. And I just feel like we need to chill. Like we went to Paris and we won 1-0. You're coming to Anfield with a 1-0 lead. I think playing the 4 midfielders would have helped us. It would have helped us just keep possession, keep control, a little
100%.
bit of like, I feel like we just went so gung-ho. And by the time, like, I don't know if you guys noticed, the last 15 minutes of the game, the whole extra time, our players had zero energy. Like, complete zero energy. Like, they couldn't run. They were huffing and puffing. I'm seeing like all of this on the pitch. So, like, I just think our approach was a little bit.
We did bring on Endo, so it was never going to be. There was no progression. Like, we had nothing left in that game. Look, the thing about that as well is we could have put them out of sight in the first 15 minutes. We could have, like, that Mo Salah chance.
Both of them.
Like, I have no idea how Pacho managed to block 2 of those shots, because they were off the line. Like, incredible. Like, we were so.
One of them was a poor finish, Mac. One of them, Salah had
you just
aim for, and he just hit it down the middle. We got to call it what it is. Salah's
you just put that away, don't you? Like,
he's got to hit a corner. He can't just hit it straight down the middle like that.
And I don't know why Szoboszlai didn't just shoot. Like, there was opportunities where we had a chance to just have a shot at their goal, and we just kept on looking for a pass. Like, We do seem to do that a lot, where we try to pass it into the net now.
And all the front three
Not to
try to
annoy
keep
me.
passing it to Mo as well. Like,
Yeah, it's not as
I don't get why there is not a bit more like just shoot, bro. Like nothing gonna happen.
Their goalie is not great. Like he's not
he's
a great
terrible.
goalkeeper. Like have some more shots at him, but we just didn't. Like this is what it is.
Donnarumma's terrible, like in open play. In penalties, is a fantastic goalkeeper. We know this from
he's
the
brilliant
Euro.
penalty. Yeah, brilliant penalty.
Yeah, but like when it comes to like the one thing that pisses me off the most is like with everyone else is they're always looking for dad on the pitch. Hey, let's look to Mo. Let's look to Mo. Guys, shoot. I beg you, shoot. I'm begging you. There was a time where Nunes as well was like through on goal and he still tried to pass to Salah. I'm like, bro, shoot. Why? Like, I just don't understand it. Like, it's just, but it is what it is.
Might be a little bit of subliminal, innit? Maybe in training and in the dressing room and stuff like that. Maybe Salah says little things to little boy them, and they just feel like he's the senior player. They have to give it to him. You never know, like, innit? You just never know. I know Mo's a humble guy, but he might say little things to the. Because when you look at that interview,
I mean, like he did with Trent.
He's young. Remember when he was doing the interview with Soboslai? He's like, he's young, and I'm like, right, he's 9 years younger than him. That is a huge difference. Do you know what I'm saying? Like maybe they do just feel like he's the dad, and they've just got to pass to him. I don't know. It is a bit. Plus, he's the best player.
I'm with Drifty. I think we forget he is. And by the way, I don't mean in terms of the player. He is the Messi of our team. You just pass him the ball. It doesn't. He's by far, by like a great distance, the best forward that you've got. So the reality is the rest of the team, who, by the way, bar Diaz, I think Diaz, Jota, I can't remember how Jota is. I'm sure
Jota's about 27, 28 now.
27, 28. So you're talking Diaz and Jota. So Nunes, Gakpo especially, Szoboszlai, Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones, McAllister. You know, these guys are like, yeah, well, I'm looking towards this guy. Like, whether or not there are other players in other positions, I think that's always going to be obvious. But the reality is you're always going to look to the guy that you think, okay, this is the guy that's, you know, he's been here, he's been doing his thing, he's always scoring goals. And like Drifty said, obviously I don't know what these guys, what they talk about when they're training and that. But the reality is as well, like, of course, he probably does little bro them. And yeah, that's just kind of understandable. Like he's, you know, he said there, he's 9 years older than Szoboszlai. That's almost a decade older than a guy. Yeah, I'm trying to say, like, you are going to look to these kind of people and these individuals, and it is going to be subconscious in your mind. Like, yeah, maybe I should just, maybe like when he's shouting, if he shouts and he wants the ball, you're going to hear that before you see the next pass. Whether that's the right or wrong move, it doesn't even matter at this point, because that's just how you're going to, you know, you're going to see it. Until he leaves, it's just going to always be like this. So you just got to get used to it, really.
I mean, let's be honest, like 80% of the time, it's not a bad thing passing the ball to Salah, is it?
Well, there you go. That's what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it's
he's got like 34 goals and 22 assists this season or something, like,
yeah. Exactly. When he's having a bad game, though, that's when we do need the other people to just. But again, and we were extremely lucky yesterday. Like, even as poor as we were poor. You look back on the game and you think, poor Kwanzaa. What a story that would have been. What an unbelievably unlucky moment when he
any other day that goes in off the post, you know. Any other day.
And you know what? Shout out to the kid as well, because I was getting a lot of stick for standing by this kid from last season when he wasn't good at the beginning and his confidence was low and he didn't start well. If you look at what he's done this turn of the year, every opportunity he's had, he's been brilliant. And I'm just so glad that his confidence is back. You can see the player that we know that there can be in there. Kwanzaa was exceptional at right back yesterday when he came on. Out of position, didn't put a foot wrong, nearly scored, still helped us to go forward and be an attacking threat. Even put in a good cross that needed a good headed defensive header away. Nobody got past him. None of the wingers got down the wing and got past him.
Kvaratskhelia got subbed because he had him. I
think Kwanzaa needs a real big shout out for how well he performed yesterday, man. Kwanzaa was very, very, very good yesterday, man. Very good. So try and take some positives out of it. Try and take some positives.
No, there is
Kwanzaa, by the way, for the weekend.
Yeah, is there any update on Ibu and
Ibu was just cramp and tired.
Ibu was cramp, yeah. So I think it's not even mentioned tiredness yesterday, so it might be just completely.
He looked like he had cramp, didn't he?
He said he couldn't run. That's why I said there was one moment in the game when Alisson screamed at him, "Close him down." And he just turned to him after and said,
Yeah.
bro, I can't run.
It's when
I
Dembele
can't.
nearly
Yeah,
scored,
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Dembele nearly
I
scored.
can't
Yeah, I remember
Can't
that.
run.
So what about Trent? Is it his ankle or what?
Yeah,
what
Nah,
is
it's
it?
his
Trent
ankle.
won't play the final. Trent won't.
Nah.
Okay.
Unless he's
And
got
Bradley
Bradley
ain't there either, so I have no idea who the hell gonna play right back.
It'll
Maybe
have to be
Kwanzaa again.
Kwanzaa.
Yeah,
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa again.
It'll have to be
Thank God
Kwanzaa.
Anthony Gordon ain't in that final. Oh, thank God.
Well, who is what's his name
Harvey
fit?
Barnes.
Harvey
Jacob
Barnes, I'm not
Murphy.
too sure.
Harvey
Yeah,
Barnes.
it's
Jacob
Harvey
Murphy
Barnes
will play on
fit,
the
'cause
right
it'll be
side,
Harvey
innit?
Barnes
Harvey
that
Barnes.
plays.
Yeah, I
Harvey
think Barnes is fit, yeah.
You know what? Kwanzaa's gonna have Barnes is a tricky customer, so Kwanzaa's still gonna have to keep his P's and Q's about him.
If we lose the game this Sunday, I am gonna just burn everything down. I'll be honest with you.
Let's
I'm gonna
get there
burn.
first with Sam, man. Let's get there.
Would you
I'm
guys say that is now the most important game of the season? I would.
Every game is important right now, Drift, man. Every game from this point.
No, I hear that, bro. But
There's
because in the
two.
league we have a
There's
buffer.
two. There's
Hmm.
Newcastle and Arsenal. They're the two most important games of the season. Like
I
we
hear
win
that.
those.
Hopefully, by the
deal.
time we play Arsenal, the game won't be important.
Like done deal. No, but I'm just saying, like in the
The
context.
Yeah,
next
no,
two
I hear
games,
you. I hear
the
you. I hear
final and Everton are the next two games. We need to win those, man. 'Cause I think
We need to win every game, bro.
Need to win every
You,
game.
you want to know one thing I want? I want us to just get 97 points, like at least. Just
And
so
being out of the Champions League gives us a much greater chance
We
of
can.
doing that.
we actually can.
Because
I
now
want us
we
to get
won't have
97
progressed
points.
players or think
Just so
about
no one can
Champions
bring this
League.
bullshit of like, oh, you won a weak league and you're a weak team and blah blah blah. I'm gonna go like, here's my 97 points. Thank you
can we
very
also-
much. I would have won the league the last 2 years. City won it, so you can
Can we
shut the hell
also-
up. Like I'm just, yeah, I'm gonna completely just say that.
Can
Okay,
we
Mac, just
also
quickly
put
before you
into
go, let me
context-
just
Two
let me
seconds.
just grab these super chats quickly. Let me
Alright.
just grab them because yeah, people have sent them long. Oh, big up to everyone locked in. We do have 800 people watching us, so please do hit the like button. Please do subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Football with Endz, Drifty
Yeah,
TV,
there are
and
so many
Proppers.
haters in this chat right now, Husam. So many haters.
Yes, so many haters. Kmack channel and G's channel as well as in the description. They're all in the description. Please do give them a subscribe. Darmendra says, to be honest, we overachieved this season. Slot deserves to get his players. No emotions. Players need to go. All Deadwood out. Ryan needs rest. Hashtag FSG out. No, I do think you can take some form of criticism with transfers yesterday, but at the same time, the players weren't good enough. And I think Slot got out coached. Like,
Let's not do an Arsenal every time we lose a game. It's transfers fault or the board's fault. Let's not do that. That's the most pathetic shit.
Slot got out coached. I'll
Always
be
the
honest.
board's fault. It's always the transfer window's fault. Come on, like 750 million spent, 5-year process. No, it's not. You're just not good enough.
Yeah.
Luis
Big up
Enrique
to Luke
is a really
Smith who
good
said,
manager. Like, he's a
when
really
I saw
good
Salah
manager.
in tears, it broke me. That was a sad moment to us all, man, because we know, like, it's like, you know what it is? It's like you're playing a GTA game or something, and you just finish like all the main stories on like complete mode, you know, 100%, and then you go do a side quest and you die in the game for the first time. Like that's literally what's happened. Like with a side quest of like the small side quest of the Champions League, he was like, I don't think he alone could have carried us to that, but had we got the job done yesterday, I do think that we'd have went on to beat Aston Villa, probably lost in the semis. Like that's what I honestly think might have happened. But for the Champions League, you do need difference makers, which is why Kvaratskhelia, Drifty, this is all your fault. I told you don't let Callum talk about transfers. You didn't listen. He made one Kvaratskhelia video, and then here we go to PSG 30 minutes later. Told you don't let him talk transfers. Please.
During the summer, I'm gonna change the password so you can't do videos. It's fine.
Yeah, I agree. That's actually listen, if you want Liverpool to win the Champions League, I think that's a smart idea. I'll be honest with you.
Don't give him access before 12 in the afternoon, mate.
Yes,
he just does morning
for
shows.
the journalists come out.
We'll take Cal off the videos.
Drifty making sense. We had a very good season, is what Eddie's saying. No, of course we had a very good season. 100% we had a very good season. No one will deny this, but at the same time, I can still be disappointed less than 24 hours after the game in the actual game itself. So that's the thing. Big up to you, Eddie. Trent leaves. Hato Frimpong incoming is what Armada's saying.
Frimpong would be an absolute disaster signing.
Yeah, because he plays right wing back.
Yeah, defensively, people moan at Trent. Oh dear Lord,
Have a look at Frimpong's defending.
Jesus. And Frimpong can't give us going forward what Trent does, so there'll be no common ground at all. None. Yeah.
Canate's
Guys in the
hamstrings
chat,
will be done.
Do you think if you think Trent is bad defensively, I'll be honest, guys. I'll be honest. As a content creator, I ride out for my players and I defend my players always. G will tell you, I was so defensive of Trent's whole can defend thing from 3 years ago. He knows how bad I defended it. If we get Frimpong in, I'm not gonna do the same thing and defend again. This time, from the start, we're gonna go like, listen, guys, he can defend. It is what it is, but he's excited going for it. Let's go. Like, I'm just gonna.
But
accept
that's
it.
because Trent can defend, Husam. It's his attitude that's always been our annoyance. He can defend. He actually can defend.
Yeah, games like Man United at home this season is the irritating ones. You know, that's the irritating ones.
Look how good he was till the injury. Trent was wicked yesterday till he got the injury.
Of course, I actually gave Robert. I thought Robertson was man of the match, and I said Trent is the only one that performed well. Like Trent and Robertson were the two amazing players for me. The rest can all hold that. Like you know, and McAllister to a small extent.
No,
but-
Ibu was good yesterday. Ibu was good.
Yeah,
No,
but
Sam is
I-
looking back at the goal. See, that's what I'm saying. As soon as you said we looked
No,
at
no,
the goal.
I also agree. I argued with them lot on the channel because they were trying to like say I was being too harsh. Ibu does just have to clear that with his left foot.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's
That's why I'm
so
saying I can't
much
say he had a
easier
good game.
clearance with
No.
his left foot.
I hear that as well, Drift. But remember, he was sliding in as well.
No, bro, he slid in with his right, bro. If you go
I
and watch
hear
back,
it, but then
he could have slid in with his left and scooped it away. The right foot gives you no control
Brilliant.
over the slide tackle.
Yeah.
With
But
the
But they
left,
just cleared
he
it, and you
kicks
know
it
it
out of
ends.
dangerous
Come on.
way, and then they don't score. You get what I'm saying? And then that was their only goal scored. Like it was our mistake that gave them
Even
their goal.
right-footed clearance into a corner, by the way.
It was
But
the
it's hard-
same with
it's harder to kick
Southampton.
the ball
It was
away
the
with your
same with
right than your
Southampton.
left. You know what I mean?
It was the same with Southampton. We had a panic attack at the back and had a mad one. And we did that at Southampton. We did that. Like, we just need to stop doing that. Like,
We don't think
Listen,
Allison.
I'm just
has
be real with you
part
guys. If
playing
you want
that
to win
as
the
well, though.
Champions League, we need better players going forward. It's as simple as that.
Oh,
And
Do
this
you guys
this
not
comes
think
back to
Allison
like
has a-
all the streams that I've done with all you guys all this season. I think 5 of our forward line players are all upgradable on. I'm not saying they're all shit. I'm not saying they're all crap. I'm simply saying you can upgrade. That's all I'm saying.
It's not
So,
as
like
easy as you think, though, bro.
Yesterday we saw 4 examples. 3.
No,
I
but
would
that's what I'm
say.
saying. The
4 is
players that
unfair.
you-
I'd say 3.
the players that would be an upgrade are extremely difficult to get hold of. That's the point I'm making. Like anybody who's better than Diaz as a left winger, for example, is probably unattainable or would be crazy expensive without owners do it.
Yeah,
That's
but
for me.
Maradona was available in January.
No, I know, but he's gone now, isn't it? And after him, who else is there? Bacola's not available. Vinny ain't available.
think-
Mbappe's not available. Like, what left winger is available? Who would
I
be-
think we could get Barcola out of Paris. I'll be honest with you.
yeah. I think we need a guy in the middle. It's been a problem all season.
Yeah,
Like-
we do.
Yeah, and plus
Guy in
Bacola
the
was
middle's
actually
just
one
not
of the
doing
worst wingers in the tie. Like, if you really go back and deep it, I rate him as a player, but he was one of the worst wingers from both teams. He was one of the worst wingers over the 2 ties. Bacola missed a gilt edge opportunity and didn't really do much. If that was Diaz, everyone was saying he's not good enough and he didn't do this and he didn't do that. Bacola was
Well,
hooked both times, and the
If
guy
you,
who
if
come
you
on
look
for him
at
was
if you
more
look at
impactful.
if you look at one of our best players up front this season in the Champions League, it's been Cody Gakpo.
Yeah,
His numbers have
Yeah.
been
So
great.
as well, man. Kvaratskhelia
Numbers have
was
been great.
missing it. Kvaratskhelia was
You know
missing
what I felt so bad about yesterday. He brought on Gakpo with no legs
With
instead of
crutches.
Chiesa. Like did Chiesa? Like what did Chiesa do? Like is he like what's going on? Like I don't even know what to say. Like he can't be that bad. That's all
He
I'm
never
saying.
signed him. He never signed Chiesa.
Yeah,
It's
but
so
still,
obvious.
like he can't be bad to the extent where you'd rather bring on Gakpo who can't run. Like, do
No,
you guys
but
see
Tom,
Gakpo?
this is one of the reasons why I'm saying that Slot is largely at fault, because I'll be honest with you, call me crazy, I would rather have him brought on Tsimikas at left wing than Gakpo yesterday, because he can
Yeah.
cross, he's got energy,
Or
and he's a good
Chiesa.
penalty taker.
Okay,
So it would have actually tactically made more sense to be like, you know what, bring on a guy who may not do anything, but at least they'll have energy and he'll run. Do you know what I mean? Gakpo yesterday was worrying. It was
Yeah.
worrying how bad he looked. He looked like somebody who was 49 years old who just got off the couch and just jumped into a football match. Like, it was really concerning how bad Gakpo looked yesterday. He couldn't run, he couldn't move, he couldn't turn, he couldn't do anything. It was like, whoa, what's
That
going
is
on?
his
How did he
ammo,
get
though,
this
you know.
rusty so quickly?
Cody does look really poor when he comes back in, like the first game or two.
Yeah, but that
Like,
was
that
even
seems to
more
be-
concerning than normal. Like, he looked
Yeah.
like he looked like he needed a pre-season. That's how bad he looked. It looked
I
like
bloody hope not.
I hope Slot didn't rush him back and then he needs to like recover again and blah blah blah. Like, I hope
Yeah,
that's
me
not the
too.
case. I genuinely hope
Yeah,
that's not
me
the
too.
case. But when I saw yesterday Gakpo with no like running ability versus Chiesa, I was like, I have no idea what Chiesa has done to Slot. But yeah, like,
For me,
Arsenal fans
would've-
laughing at me is crazy. They're about to give me a guard of honor. Listen,
For me, I
there's
would
a
have just
famous.
put Szoboszlai on the wing, because did you see the face on Szoboszlai when he got dragged off? He was
Yeah, but
so
Szoboszlai was
pissed.
huffing and puffing himself.
Yeah, he was
like,
spent though. He was
But
spent.
he still
He was
wanted to
spent.
stay on.
You're not seeing he
There
got
we
the
go.
energy
Here
drink
comes
and
the
he was
dog.
ready to go again. And then I see
know,
Harvey
he was
and
like,
he's
"Yeah, I'm off."
mad. He was like, bro, I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
But that's how you get injuries, though. So
Yeah.
I don't think, yeah,
Fair,
do you know what I'm
that's fair.
saying? And we
That was
need
one of the
Szoboszlai
things
for
as
the
well. I
cup
was
final.
worried about him getting injured. It's like,
Yeah.
nah, bro, I'd rather you just
Yeah.
come off.
I think Szoboszlai will be a key part of if we win the cup. Like, I think you can see it now. He's got his determination. I know he's not making all the right decisions, but you can just see his will to win, his want to win. Szoboszlai is getting better and
We
better.
have to win that cup, I'll be honest with you. We do.
We have to.
No, we do.
That-
We do.
like-
we do.
And I do agree with Drifty. I'm gonna lose my head a lot more this Sunday. But like,
It won't be an easy
Arsenal-
game, by the way. It won't be an easy game.
No,
It
no,
won't be-
not at all. Newcastle's
because
a
it's
good team,
Newcastle.
man.
It's Newcastle. Arsenal fans laughing at me is crazy. They're about to give me a guard of honor, is what he saying. Hey, you see that guard? You see, there's an Arabic saying, "He who laughs last laughs most," Habibi. So when you laugh at the end, you laugh the most. So when we get that guard of honor, I will take
Have you guys seen that Ryan Reynolds meme where like he's
I like it,
laughing
yeah.
and then he gets into bed and turns his face and then starts crying, like he lies on the pillow and starts crying?
Yeah.
That's Arsenal fans. They're laughing at us in public. You went at Champions League. At home, they are dying inside. Do you know how much they wanted this Premier League? We've ripped their soul from out of their body. So they can laugh in public all they want. They are,
And they're
hurting.
getting knocked out in the next round anyway, Drifty. Like, where are we going with this?
There you
There is
go.
no
There you go.
hypothetical scenario where they do anything in this competition. Stop it. They couldn't
Yeah.
beat Man United. They ain't gonna beat no Real
7-1
Madrid.
against PSV. How about you save some of those goals for United?
Yes.
West Ham.
Or Real or Atletico next.
West Ham.
You
You
know
know
what
when
I'm
they
saying,
needed
huh?
one against West Ham.
Yeah, bruv. You know what I'm saying?
I told my 10-year-old son in the first half that this game is going to penalties. I told him we're having the same game that PSG had in the first game. I thought Salah should have just gone down, is what Jayfin is saying. I think one of them was a foul, but it was a foul outside the box. But it should
No,
have been
no,
given
it
as a-
was inside the box and Marquinhos clipped him. And
Yeah.
that's when he should have went down. And then he stayed up and he tried to whip it round the defender into the goal.
Mm.
If he put it on target, he would have scored. But he missed the target. And I'm like,
Mm. But I
Well
rate
done.
that it never went down, though. Enzo.
no,
You don't
that's
want
what in my
diving,
mind I
you know
said.
what
But I'm
I'm
like,
The
nah,
thing-
Bundy's
I
other
don't.
is
fans.
I
as
want
well-
him to do that, to dive.
Yeah, and I'm
I
like,
have no
Bundy's
problem
other
diving.
fans.
The
Let's
thing
go
is, as
dive.
well, we've got like all the haters in the chat, but we haven't even talked about the referee. Like, wow, like that guy.
But that's what Arsenal do,
Like,
Matt.
we're not
That's what-
making excuses.
that's
we're
what
not
they
making
do,
excuses,
you know what I'm
and there's
saying? The
some
referee was
excuses we could
diabolical.
make.
Yeah. When he never gave Salah that foul, that was a confirmation we've seen up to that point that he was being biased. When Salah got chopped down on the edge of the box and the referee said play on, it was like he's just making it so obvious that he's being a PSG fan. But it is what it is, isn't it?
What about when he
can you
stood
do?
on when the player stood on our player's foot just outside the box? Like, didn't even get
and he
a free
didn't give
kick.
that one either. Yeah.
Like, what?
What can you do? He probably wouldn't even have give Salah the penalty even if he had
No.
gone down. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Do you think the Sobo one was soft as well? The one at edge of the box, slightly inside.
Yeah, that was soft.
If
When
I'm being completely honest with you, bro, by the letter of the law, that's a penalty.
Penalty.
He kicked him. Dude, the ref didn't even say foul for that one either, did he?
No.
He kicked him. He went through the man to get the ball. It
He
would
didn't
have been
touch the ball,
soft.
by the way. Just kicked the
He
back of his
didn't
leg.
touch the ball. By the letter of the law, that is a penalty.
It's pretty much what Smallbone did to Nunes. If we're honest,
Yeah, it pretty
you
much
miss
is,
the
yeah.
ball, you get the player. It's a pen. Like,
It's a
Yeah,
penalty.
and
yeah.
also-
That's why
also-
I like, you know, Drifty saying I rate that he didn't dive. No. I want him to dive. If any of our players listen, if any of our players feel like even like just like a touch in the penalty box, go down.
we are a bit
Die.
No,
like
but Soboslai was legit kicked on, and they didn't give it, bro. So it doesn't
Yeah,
make a
roll
difference,
around, like roll around, act like someone shot you
Soboslai
in the
did,
foot.
bro,
Like,
and
I
then the
don't
ref
care,
just told
like,
him get up.
get a pen.
No, they said they checked to VAR and they said the reason why they felt like
Yeah.
the commentator was like, oh, I felt like he delayed it 1 or 2 seconds. I'm like, then I watch replay while he's saying it. I'm like, no, he gets kicked and then he goes over. He didn't like hobble, put the leg down. He feels it and he was like, right, let me go down.
Yeah.
But I was like,
So what
you
we
guys
gonna
ain't
say? If I
lying to
get
yourself.
shot, yeah,
Mm.
I didn't legitimately feel the bullet go into me unless I drop immediately. Is that what we're saying? Yeah.
No, but you can't compare a bullet to you like
That's what I'm
fake
saying, that's what
football, Drifty.
No, maybe,
If you get shot, you die directly, like.
no. Maybe, just maybe, it takes half a second for you to realize the pain. Maybe, just maybe, you know.
Need a better mix
Maybe.
of technical
I think-
plus physical
I think-
in midfield is what Omar Rushdie is saying. I do
What
agree. We
make-
do need.
What makes
Zubimendi.
me laugh is you listen to the commentary and they literally say, "Oh, well, the Liverpool players aren't making a meal of it." Well, we've stopped doing that now because it's pointless because we're not getting any fouls.
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah.
then you're just called shit houses.
So we're
If
just
you
going to carry on
run
playing
around the
because
ref
if
all
we
the
stand
time.
there doing that and he doesn't give anything,
what
they're
it
on the
is.
attack.
If Salah dives and he takes that penalty, he scores it like he did next time.
Yeah.
1-1, we're through. Let's go. Happy days. But it is what it is. You guys can take Grealish off of us. No, you can keep Grealish.
Nah,
Abud.
keep Grealish, man.
Keep him. I'm good, mate. I don't need that. If I want Grealish playing left wing, I'll just play Curtis Jones there. They do the same thing. Pass back. I lost my voice cussing out Nunez yesterday is what Smoke is saying. Yeah, but I do think people are scapegoating, and you know it's crazy that
Oh,
it's coming from me.
Husam, of course they are. It's always Diaz
People
and Nunes
scapegoating
fault
Nunes.
whenever we don't win a game.
And people are scapegoating
Always.
Jones as well, to be fair, because he also missed a penalty. So people are scapegoating him. But we have to be honest. I think the whole forward line was crap. And even the ones that we rate, like Salah and Jota, they're both players we rate as a fan base generally, and they were both shit. And on top of that, Slot got out coached. It's not Nunez's fault. It's really not. It's not Jones's fault.
Blaming them
It's
for
not
missing the
Diaz's fault.
penalty is weird, man. For me, that's just scapegoating. If you want to go back to the 2011 Champions League final or 2010, whatever that Champions League final was that Man United won when they beat Chelsea on penalties. I can't remember
2008.
what year that was. Ronaldo missed Man
Yeah,
United.
2008. Yeah, Ronaldo missed.
So if Man United lost that final, is Ronaldo crap? No, because great players miss penalties. Roberto Baggio missed a penalty in a World Cup final that lost Italy the World Cup. Is he a bad player? He's one of the greatest of all time. So I'm just using an extreme example to tell people, if you're going to say Curtis Jones is a crap player, get out, you're not good enough for my club, because he missed a penalty in a shootout, you're doing too much, you need your head checked. And
No,
like you
I
said,
think I
you're
think
just
Curtis is a
scapegoating
good player.
somebody. You're just scapegoating somebody because you want to be angry at somebody. Great players miss penalties. It's just how it goes. It's a lottery. It is what it is. That's why we don't like penalties, because it's a lottery, right? There's no guarantee who's going to win in a penalty shootout. Crap teams
of
have
course,
knocked
but
out
that's why
good
I'm not
teams in
making any
penalties.
overarching statements about Salah either. Like this goes both ways. You have to do it for the shit player and for the good player, which is I'm not going to sit up here and go like, oh my God, this is why Mo will never be this player's level and that player. Habibi, all of those players that you say are levels also got eliminated in the Champions League knockout stages multiple times while having shit performances. People bringing Hazard's name. Hazard has one Champions League knockout goal. One. Theo Walcott has more, Habibi. Sanchez got eliminated in the Champions League knockout stages how many times? People get eliminated. Ronaldinho Gaucho got eliminated in the knockout stages. Like, people always doing too much. I can acknowledge that he was shit in Paris and he was shit yesterday. No problem. No scapegoating. I just said don't scapegoat Nunes and Jones for missing 2 penalties. But at the same time, don't come give me overarching perspectives on Mo like, oh, he is shit and like everything he's done this season has gone to the bin, because he still is one of the main reasons why we will be lifting this Premier League, inshallah. So it's not, I can't just push it to the side.
Wasn't Messi part of the Barcelona team that came to Anfield and got smacked 4-0? Did it mean Messi was crap because he was part
Messi was part of the team that lost to Roma 3-0 as well.
Oh,
season
yeah.
before. Does it mean
Have
Messi's
you-
crap?
Yeah.
No, come on, man, you're
Yeah.
doing too much.
Have you-
Manolas, we
have
all
you seen
remember
that-
the commentary.
Have you seen that crazy league table that's on Reddit, and it's got Mo Salah FC in the Premier League? He's
No.
fourth.
I know.
He's
We'd be 14th, right? Without
Just
him.
on his own.
Oh, yeah. I get what
Yeah.
you mean. Yeah, I know that.
You know what,
another one.
Husam, I don't like that narrative people are trying to run, because if Salah's not there naturally, whoever played in his place would have done something, and you change the way you play. Like, I really hate this rhetoric where people go, "Oh, without Salah, you won't be top, or you wouldn't have won the league." It's like, okay,
Takes away
you
credit
might be
from all
able
the
to
other
say that
players
about
in the
your
team.
But I remember Liverpool still being top of the table when Salah came back from a 3-month hiatus last season. How did we cope without Salah for those 3 months if we can't play?
No, I don't
without
think we're
Salah?
Mo Salah FC. I don't think we're Mo FC. I don't, but I just think he's our best and most important
It
player.
takes
right
away.
now.
I think it diminishes what the other players do and offer for the team as well. So that we might as well didn't forget Alisson, forget Verge, forget Ibu, forget Trent. Just, you guys don't mean nothing in this team. It's just like, that's why I never like it. You need your team to win. Each of these guys have their own role. Mo's one is to win us games. Trent, he's our match winner. That's what he says. You know, Virgil, you man need to keep goals out. Alisson, please keep them goals out. Midfielders, create and chip in when we need you. But yeah, just to say we're Salah FC, man, it takes away from all the other players in the team.
No, I do agree with you. I actually had this whole argument with
Big up,
Igal
man,
a
big
week
up,
ago.
big up,
Big up, G.
Big up to you, G. Appreciate you. Thank you for joining
Big up.
us. Big up to you. I actually had this whole debate with Igal 2 weeks ago on A-listers. I told him Salah is not carrying us. I think the word carry now is just thrown around like for no reason. I think he's carrying our attack, not carrying us in general, because Salah is not carrying Virgil and Trent and Alisson and McAllister. Like, these are all fantastic players for like 90% of the time. So for me, I'm looking at the situation with Mo right now, and I think he carries our attack. I don't think he carries the whole team though. That's what I'm saying.
Narratives have to run, bro. Henry never scored a goal in the final. I watched him shit the bed against Barcelona in the Champions League final. He's one of the
Drifty.
greatest players I've ever seen in my
It's
life.
even worse.
Do you
It's
think
even
I'm
worse.
going to run this narrative? Henry's not good because he shit the bed in the Champions League final. But I didn't hear any Arsenal fans saying he wasn't a good player. But they'll be quick to tell you Mo ain't good enough because he had a bad game against PSG. Like, just let people run their narratives. It's hilarious. It's actually hilarious. You just got to let people.
It's even worse. It's even worse, and I'll tell you why it's even worse. Like Arsenal, the year that they wanted Henry to win the Balon d'Or, did they not get knocked out in the group stages? I swear.
I think that was the year they went out to Chelsea, wasn't it? Wasn't it not that year? When
Nedved won it. When Nedved won the Balon d'Or, remember? When Nedved won Balon d'Or,
Ronaldinho
real
won it
that
the
season,
year. I
though,
think it was
Nedved.
Ronaldinho that won it the year.
no, Nedved won it. The Henry one was Nedved.
Are you sure? I thought it was
Yes,
Ronaldinho.
Nedved won it, and Henry finished second.
Oh,
Nedved
okay. For
Balon
some
d'Or,
reason, I thought it was
American.
Ronaldinho that won it the year that Henry was supposed to win.
No. Ronaldinho, when Ronaldinho won it, he won it in 05, and Gerrard finished third, Lampard second.
Okay.
Nedved Balon d'Or.
Oh, so it was Nedved.
2003.
Oh, okay.
2003.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
2003 Balon d'Or. Yep, I knew it.
Do you know how good Nedved was?
Yes, he does. But let's just look at something quickly, because the Arsenal fans are piping up. Guys, the year where they say Henry was robbed of a Ballon d'Or, Arsenal got knocked out in the group stages.
Oh, raw. I didn't even know that.
Group stages. Hey, maybe Nedved deserved it, guys. I'm in around that. I'm going for everyone now. See, this next 2 months, if you don't support Liverpool Football Club, you're gonna hold smoke. Husam, you've not won the Carabao Cup yet, is what Mo's saying. Yeah, we still have to win it. Newcastle ain't easy, to be honest with you. Newcastle win. Eddie Howe has same as Arteta.
Oh, my days.
He was saying. This is true. One domestic cup each. Big up Eddie Howe. You get me.
Big up Eddie Howe.
But I still do wanna win it, man. Arsenal fans are actually
Eddie Howe's a better manager than Arteta. I'm not even saying that as a wind-up. You think Arteta could have kept Bournemouth in the Premier League for 6 years? No. Let's have a real conversation. Do you think Arteta could have kept Bournemouth in the Premier League for 5-6 years?
Eddie Howe
No
took Bournemouth
chance.
up from nowhere up into the
Yeah,
Premier League. and
no
kept them up.
chance. I'm not even
It's
bantering.
unbelievable.
I'm not bantering. I don't care. I'm not
You
bantering.
can't say all that and then say I'm not bantering.
No,
Yeah,
but
no, you
no,
can't.
because,
Yeah.
I agree,
because,
Chris.
because
I
I'm
agree.
being serious. Arteta is not keeping Bournemouth in the Premier League for 5-6 years.
I agree.
Oh,
No
man.
chance. Don't give me this
Also-
because he's got Arsenal
also-
second after 700 mil spent. I don't want to
Also,
hear none of
Eddie-
that crap. Give Eddie Howe
got
700 mil with
to the,
Newcastle and watch what
to the
they do.
Champions League and got them to a
Do
final.
you really
twice.
think Eddie Howe is better than Arteta? Like, for real?
Husam, I sit here and I promise you, if Eddie Howe was given 700 million at Newcastle, he wins the league before Arteta. I guarantee you.
Eddie
I
Howe.
guarantee you. Look what
Fair
he's
enough.
doing with Newcastle now with not that much money spent. Give him 700 million. Hold on. What are we doing here? Come on, man. Let's just be real. It's not hate when you're talking facts. It's not hate
Listen.
when you're talking facts, guys.
I hear you. I hear you. Big up to Dan Potts for the raid. Big up
Doesn't
to
Eddie
you.
Howe
Appreciate it.
own Arteta? Every time Newcastle and Arsenal
No,
play,
it's true
doesn't,
still. I can't
doesn't
even lie.
Newcastle
This
absolutely
season,
roll
it's
them
six,
over?
yeah, it's 3 wins in a row. This season, 3 wins
Clean
in a row.
sheets
They're
as
going
well.
for a
3 clean
four-peat
sheets.
against Arsenal this season, boys. A four-peat. And you want to
Yeah.
sit here and tell me that I'm not telling the truth and I say that Eddie Howe is a better manager than Arteta? Come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing, man?
Arsenal fan here. I will bet you $100 super chat that Arsenal make it to the semi-final. You can send it to charity. $100 super. But bet what, Habibi? Bet what?
That
So if
Arsenal get to
Arsenal
the-
win, you're gonna send me 100. No, because I'm not saying that though. I'm saying you're gonna go out. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's done. I'm saying enjoy your appearance in the quarterfinals, but then you're out. Like, you please don't even try to make the claim that you think you're gonna beat Real or Atletico. I will laugh, AMD. But yours, I read that super chat and it says semi. I just need to clarify what you mean. Better 6 Champions League side go through in style. Hey, look at me, I support Bayern Munich. Oh, my life is so difficult. I won 10 Bundesligas in a row. Shut your ass up. Big up to you. Big up to Redline Tarango says, if we win Carabao, we mirror Chelsea's 14-15 season. They got knocked out by PSG round 16 too. Crazy. I actually looked this up.
Shit.
Antonio is not... oh, my God. Who the hell won the league in 14-15 for Chelsea? Not Conte.
It would have
Who
been
was the guy
Mourinho.
before that?
It would have been Mourinho 14.
Mourinho, yes. They got knocked out to Paris Saint-Germain. They won the league and they won the Carabao Cup.
Didn't they
They won
beat
the
us?
Carabao Cup.
We were about to mirror
They
Mourinho's
beat us
first
in the
ever
cup.
Chelsea stint in 04-05, right? Because when
Yeah,
we
but
beat
we
them in
have to win the Carabao
semi-final,
Cup.
we won the Champions League. They won the
Yeah, we have to
Carabao
win the
Cup and they
Carabao
won the league that year. So yeah,
Did
and
they
that was
beat us in
I
the cup?
actually I will check it right now. But I was actually on this page. You know what's funny? When the draw happened, I was on this page like from the start, and like we can literally mirror the same exact season. I thought it was Conte first, but then Conte never won the Carabao Cup, did he?
no, I
Yeah,
think
here we
Mourinho won the Carabao and the league twice.
Here you go.
In
Premier
both
League,
on different steps.
FA Cup, they got knocked out same round we did, which is 4th, not 3rd. League Cup winners, Champions League round of 16. There you go.
Because they beat us in the final. in
Bro,
04,
that's
right?
crazy.
What they beat?
That's what I'm telling you, bro. It's the same exact thing.
Was it Drogba?
No, they didn't beat us. That's in the final.
I think they beat us in the final that year, did they not?
No, they
04,
did not.
05.
No, we didn't get to the. No, there's not
Oh,
a 4 or
okay.
5. There's
So
14.
what
15.
year did they beat us in the Carabao Cup final? Because I'm sure we lost to Chelsea in the Carabao Cup final.
We lost to Chelsea in the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2-1.
no.
Yeah, we
I'm
lost to
not
them. Was
denying
it
that.
Drogba scored, didn't he? But that's
Yeah, I went to it.
That's
No,
what I
wasn't it
remember.
Gerrard on goal or something, wasn't it?
Yes,
I
yes.
don't
When
think-
Gerrard scored an own goal. That
Like,
was the
remember
When
Carabao
did,
Cup.
no, when
They-
did Gerrard
wasn't
score an
that
own goal, bro?
That wasn't an own goal.
In the Carabao
Okay.
Cup final, he
I'm
scored an
sure
own goal.
Gerrard scored
unfortunately.
an own goal in the Carabao Cup final, did he not?
Drogba and Andy Carroll. Andy Carroll scored.
No,
wait.
that was the FA Cup.
Can everyone
was that the
stop?
FA
Why are we
Cup?
talking about
Yeah,
different
that was
years
the
here?
FA Cup.
I'm
Yeah,
mixed up
yeah.
now. Sorry.
Yeah,
Are you talking
and
about
that was under Kenny, so that would have been like 2012, I think. FA Cup final when we won the League Cup, but then we lost the FA Cup.
The one
to
that
Chelsea.
you're talking about is 2012 FA Cup final we lost, not League Cup. FA Cup final, we lost
So
to
we,
Drogba.
so we didn't lose the League Cup final to Chelsea under
No,
Mourinho.
League Cup final, we beat Cardiff that year.
Oh, Gerard Screamer.
We beat
For some
Cardiff.
reason,
and,
for some reason, I have a memory of losing to Chelsea in the Carabao Cup.
no,
final.
we
I
did
don't-
No,
lose
we
to
have.
Chelsea in the
We
Carabao
have.
Cup final, 3-2. Gerard scored an own goal, but that was like long ago. I'm saying
Stop
he
saying that. Oh, I don't feel it happening.
he replicates
No, I am right. I thought I was losing my mind. Yeah.
he replicates Mourinho's 14-15 season. Remember when he came back first and he was like, "We're a pony. Next year we're a horse."
Yeah.
He replicates the horse season essentially.
Have you also
Yeah.
seen that record as well? Slot
And
got
by the way, Chelsea
second-
lost to PSG in the Champions League as well that year.
Yeah,
Same exact
wow,
team
wow.
they lost to as well. PSG.
Wow.
Let me check who the hell they beat in the final.
He's only behind Mourinho in the first, I think it's 29 games.
Yeah, they
for
beat
the
Tottenham.
number of
There you are.
points.
They beat
Yeah.
Spurs.
And that was
64.
04-05 Mourinho, isn't it? His debut season at
Yeah,
Chelsea.
64 points he got.
Big up to Tyler for dropping in the 30 piece. I appreciate you. Thanks so much, my
Big up,
brother.
Tyler,
Big
man.
ups to you. Guys, we do have 1,100 people locked in. Big up to Dan Potts for the raid. Big up to everyone as well who's locked in from all all fan bases, mostly Arsenal fans in the chat. I see you guys. I see all the Saka Avies and the Henry Avies and all of that. Guys, get the likes up. I know you're here to hate. It's okay. You can hate in peace. Just don't be disrespectful to me or any panelist. Like the video, mods as well. Let's keep pushing. Let's get 500 likes. We have 1,000 people here. 150 of you haven't yet liked the video. Like the video. And also, Football with Endz, G's channel, Kmack channel, and Drifty TV alongside Coppish are all in the description. Please do give them a subscribe. We have 1,000 people in the building. So, no, I know that, Ed, but I was talking about this is the super chat, Red Lion. Look, 14-15 season. Drifty's talking about the Chelsea winner from 04-05, in the Carabao Cup. Gerard
No,
didn't
but the
score
only
all
reason
season.
why I'm talking about it, bro, is because that was also an identical year, which is so ironic that both Mourinho's years are what Slot is about to do, because they won the Carabao Cup and the Premier League. that season
Yeah.
as
They won
well.
the Carabao Cup and the Premier League. Yeah,
Yeah,
they did.
yeah,
They
yeah.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the reason why Red Line mentioned 14-15 is because they also went out to PSG in the round of 16 as well. Same exact thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah. That's quite an uncanny likeness. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I said Kai Senat trade. Look at you, you're so fraud. Ends.
Yes,
Where do
bro.
we go from here now? Like now to the end of the season, how do we close out the season in really good fashion? What's expected? Talk to me.
There's only two little. I think the final, we just need to win it. For me, just get that trophy. I think that will cheer everyone up. I think that will galvanize the fan base again, just to go, right, let's go and really attack the rest of this Premier League. We have a break now from the Premier League until April the 2nd. I know we've got international between that period. So just fingers crossed, no one gets any injuries and they all come back fit and ready to go. And I just want to win the next 5 home games. So the next games, the 5 home games we've got, fan base, man, let's just stick together and let's go and get these 5 wins. We win those, the Premier League is done and dusted. We've got Everton, we've got, who else is in there? West Ham, Fulham, Spurs within that, and Arsenal within those. In terms of our next 5, not the home games in general, but we just need to go and win this Premier League, man. At the start of the season, we always said we wanted it. Some of us said we wanted it. Some said we'd finish outside the top 4. Let's go and win this, man, because I think once you win this title and we all go into the parade and we're celebrating and laughing, see the rest of the fan base, bro. You guys can be shameless as you want. But at the end of the day, we're going to be champions and most of you are going to have to give us a guard of honor. So have your laugh now. Fairs, enjoy it. You're happy about other teams beating us, not your own team, other teams beating us. Enjoy it, man. But when we go and win this Carabao,
What did you
Cup, we'll win
predict at the
Premier
start
League,
of the
we'll win.
season ends? I'm so
Premier
curious,
League,
by the way. What's
just the
that?
Premier League.
No, predict, like, where did you predict us to finish?
To win the Premier League, bro.
Really?
Yeah, because the reason why I predicted it was I looked at where we fell off last season, and the reason where we fell off was like 8 games, I think, left. I think roughly around that period, and with the injuries we had. And I was like, the problem, the context was all of the injuries we had in the team. That's the reason why, for me personally, we fell off. I don't look at the Aston Villa game when we drew with that one. I don't look at the other games because we already, once Arsenal and Man City passed us, I already knew the league was done.
Yeah, I hear you.
So after that, the guys were like, okay, like we're not gonna win. We it's no longer in our hands. So I predicted this season with no injuries, but I thought we would add to it. To be fair, I thought we was gonna add to the team with no injuries and adding to the team. I thought we could win it, man. I didn't look at and listen, we're gonna go and win it. So yeah, man, I'm happy, bro. I'm happy.
I predicted third in a Carabao Cup. Oh my God, there is no way.
No way.
If we win if we actually
That's
win the
mental.
Carabao Cup, sorry. If we win, I'm sorry, but the resemblance is just mad.
Yeah.
Guess who
That is-
Chelsea got
that is
knocked out
crazy.
to in the FA Cup that season? Bradford City
That is crazy.
at the bridge. The
That's a
resemblance
scary.
is
That
just
is a
insane.
scary resemblance. Yeah, very. Who did
Chelsea
they
got
beat in the
knocked-
Carabao Cup final? If it's Newcastle, I'm crashing
No,
out.
Spurs.
No, they beat Spurs 2-0.
Another team that doesn't win that many trophies is still a little bit of a.
If we go and beat,
Yeah,
we go and beat
it's
Newcastle
Spurs,
2-0, then
Yeah,
we
let's
can
do it.
say, okay, we're gonna beat them 2-0.
That would be uncanny. That would be. You know, by hook or by crook, we just got to beat Newcastle. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah, I agree. Just get
What
the done.
points? What points did Chelsea finish on?
I'm actually gonna. That's what I'm trying to check. I'll be honest with you. They finished on 87 points.
Ooh.
So 17 more points. Is that where we're on 17
That's
now?
what we
right? So
need.
17 more.
Yeah, fair enough.
Isn't
I
that the max
predicted
that Arsenal
89
can
to win
get?
the league. 87 similar. You never
Isn't
know.
that the
That'd
max
be- I mean, I
Arsenal
want
can
us to
get?
get more than that, but that would be quite funny if we did that.
Oh, the one thing we didn't resemble is top goal scorer because Diogo Costa has 20 goals in the league that whole year. Salah already has more than 20. I was checking. Okay, let's check
was
what's
the
more.
Don that year, though. Costa and Fabregas balled out that.
Oh yeah,
season.
Diego Costa was unbelievable.
How
Yeah,
many more
Unbelievable.
assists does Salah needs to beat Henry's record?
He
Three.
needs 4 to
Yeah,
beat
three.
it and 3 to match
3
it.
to equal him, 4 to beat him. Yeah.
Please, just add that as well. And even though Henry's my guy, I have to be shameless as well, man. Just because I've seen what these
yeah.
guys have been saying in the chat, I'm gonna have to just crash out on that as well.
Well, no
Endz.
Champions League gives him a much greater chance of being able to do it because now we don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to think,
He's
rest
rested now.
Mo for the semi-final, rest Mo for the quarter-final. We can just be like, bro, go and play.
He
your
has
ball.
all the masseuses now and everything.
Yeah,
It's
do you know what I'm
beautiful.
saying? Now we can just let him do his thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Let
How many
me
more
tell you
finals? We got
something.
10 more finals then, lads. So 10 more finals.
Endz,
yeah?
I don't know if you saw yesterday. You know, want to know how many people turned up to my watch along
Nine.
How many?
Nine.
after the penalty shootout? 3,800.
I was
Of
just
which-
about to say 3,000 or 4,000. Yeah.
Of which I promise you, because people know we're looking at the chat. Minimum 3,000 Arsenal fans. And they know I'm not even an Arsenal hater like that. Like people know when they come to Husam for opinions, like he actually gives solid opinions on Arsenal. He ain't a hater, nothing like that. But after yesterday, today, Hala Madrid and nada más. Watch the space. Watch the space. Today, I'm gonna turn up, support Real Madrid, and the next game when you face them in the next round in the quarterfinals, I am gonna ruin you. Yes, bro. Really, all the Arsenal fans were like beating PSG at home ain't for everyone.
Bro, you can't get to Arsenal fans, Husam. And the reason why is because if they go out to Real Madrid, they'll tell you it's the board's fault.
Yeah, no, it was a rest. It was a rest.
No, bro, they will tell you it's the board's fault. It's Kroenke's fault. It's the transfer committee's fault.
You
They
notice
won't
how we
take
held
any
our team accountable,
accountability.
Drifty? They don't do the same.
Now I
Yeah,
even heard they were talking after when they lose and draw games, and they were like, yeah, it's the board's fault that they didn't give Arteta the money to buy a striker. I'm like, bro. The guy's been here for how long and he's not bought a striker, but it's still the board's fault.
Yeah.
He bought
no,
two
you're right.
strikers. They're just not.
Yeah,
good.
I know, but apparently they're not strikers.
Jesus is a striker.
I
If you
know
don't remember.
Drift, but he's not to them, man. He's not a striker.
Yeah, but he's never bought a striker. He had one in Eddie, and he got rid of him.
Have you seen the guy that he got rid of? What's his name? Is it Marco Bereth,
The one
who
in the
plays
French
for
league.
Monaco, who scored
Yeah.
a gazillion
Oh
goals
yeah,
this
yeah, that
season?
blonde guy, no?
Yeah, he got rid of him. Just binned him.
Even-
Isn't his name
that
like
young
Beriath
American,
or some shit?
My-
What was
back
that
now
young
for 100
American
million.
forward that they had? He was actually pretty decent, and they got rid of him as well.
Oh,
Oh, the
Balogun.
young one.
Balogun.
Oh, Balogun.
Balogun, yeah, Balogun was pretty
Balogun.
decent.
Got rid of
They
him
got
as
rid
well.
of him as well.
You don't
So-
think Nketiah might have got a goal or two? Like,
Nketiah would have done a lot better than Marino's doing.
When they were in that race in the back end, bro, he turned up for them and
he
scored
turned
goals,
up.
didn't he?
Yeah.
Mm.
Berta,
Your
that's his
defense
name.
is in
Berta.
trouble. And
Perez.
Katia in the room.
Perez.
It is what it is. It is what it is. We will struggle to beat Newcastle. I don't see it. Do you guys really think we're going to struggle against Newcastle?
No, I don't think so.
It's
No.
not about quality with Newcastle that worries me. It's about form and tiredness. I just hope that we're not as tired as we've looked in the last few games. Even Southampton, first half, we looked a bit tired. So I'm just hoping that we don't look tired.
But
For me
Drift,
personally, this is the last hurrah. Put
Hmm.
all your energy into the Newcastle game and we can coast the rest of the league. Do you get what I mean? We've got a 15-point gap on Arsenal in the league. We can coast the rest of the league. I don't care how many points we get as long as we win the league. FA, put all of your effort into the game against Newcastle now. Get that cup in the bag and we can coast the Premier League.
and it's
That's
good that
all
Arsenal's going to have the extra games as well, and then they're going to have tough ties against Madrid or Atletico. Which one?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got,
Arsenal got Chelsea as well, haven't they, seen?
yeah, that's their next
They
Premier
got
League
Chelsea
game.
this weekend.
They're
Yeah.
not an easy game, that.
Yeah, when they
And then they
drop
got
them-
Everton away, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, I think.
Everton away.
Yeah, they've got some difficult games. With all due respect, anything can happen in football, but with all due respect, we know the Premier League's won. We can coast that. We can. We only need 5 wins out of 9 to win the league officially. We
Hmm.
can coast the league. Just put all your effort into making sure we get the cup on Sunday and we can coast the rest of the league.
This
that's
is
why-
what I want to happen from now to the end of the season. I want us to win the league, win the Carabao Cup, Aston Villa to win the Champions League, Spurs to win Europa League, and
Chelsea to get knocked out.
Bournemouth, yeah, of course. Bournemouth.
No, but
or-
you know, as much as I hate Chelsea, wouldn't it be funny though? Wouldn't it be so funny, yeah? If Man U won the Europa League or Tottenham would hurt them more.
Spurs,
Chelsea
Spurs,
win-
Spurs.
Yeah.
Chelsea win the Europa,
The conference.
the conference, and then Harry Kane won the Champions League.
Oh
we
my
win the
God.
Premier League. Everybody would have dumped on their head top. Everybody, literally. Can you imagine? And imagine what London would look like if it was Tottenham and Chelsea winning 2 European trophies and Arsenal not.
But you
doing
don't know the problem
anything.
in our scenario
be
because it's a similar
hilarious.
scenario. It's just the fact that it's Spurs, you know, like Spurs you can't rely on at all anywhere, say perform.
Spurs ain't
Like,
winning nothing. Spurs
are shit, bro. I'll be honest with you. Like
Man United have
Spurs
got
are-
more chance of winning the Europa League than Spurs have.
I actually think we'll probably do a guard of honour against
I think
Spurs.
Spurs have a bigger chance. I'll be honest with you.
Nah,
really-
bro. Have you seen how bad Spurs actually are, Husam? I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
lie,
but
bro.
I wouldn't go Man United. Like at least with Spurs, one thing about Endz is at least he can get his forward line to score some goals. Like,
But Man U will know how to shithouse.
if they
Tottenham
had
don't know
Diallo,
how
yes,
to
but
shit
without
house.
Diallo, no. Without Diallo, I can't see them.
No, I don't think they'll win it, but I just think that they know how to shithouse their way through games, whereas Tottenham don't.
Spurs would hurt more. Spurs would hurt a lot more. Come
No,
on,
Spurs would hurt
one
way
thing.
more, bro.
Do one
Spurs
thing
would
in
have
your
better
life.
European history than Arsenal as well. Which would
Do
be
one
hilarious.
thing in your life, Spurs. If there's a Spurs fan in the chat, do one thing in your life. You have been a bunch of losers for our whole life. Just do something once. I beg you. Just do it. Just go win Europa. You get me? Emery will win Champions League. We'll make Iraola win FA Cup. I'll win the league and the Carabao, and we'll take it from there, you know? And it's beautiful. You get me? Joined late. Can I get a clip of how better than Arteta, please? Drifty said it, bro. Just go back like 20
Go
minutes
back.
ago.
Yeah, go
He
back.
said it. He completely said it verbatim, man. He said it verbatim. FSG out is what the DNW is saying. Listen, this is a message we support in it. We support it. Don't worry. Big up to you, DNW. You've known me for a long time, man. You know. You know, I'm just never changing my mind.
Is every time we lose FSG out? Is that the
No. I'm not talking about yesterday.
No, I
Because
mean in
yesterday
general. I feel like that's when every time I see
But
it.
it's always FSG.
No, but I said it even when we're top of the league. I said it all the time.
No, I'm
be
talking
fair,
about when I
to
see it.
be-
When I see it is when we lose or draw or something. I see it.
It's simply just for the fact that we just need ambitious owners.
Yeah,
I
that's
credit
all.
them for what they've done well, and they have done well. They're better than a lot of other owners. They're not good enough to be Liverpool owners. Liverpool owners need to want to dominate everything every day.
Yeah,
forever.
exactly.
And
That's all.
FSG, as long as we're making a profit, as long as we get record revenue from Adidas deals and we're topping Champions League. Like, I'll be honest with you, I could be making an assumption here, but I think FSG are happier with the money we've made from the Champions League, then they're upset we've gone out.
Of
That's
course,
my
yeah,
personal
of course,
opinion.
100%.
They'll look at it and be like, we made 100 mil this year from the Champions League. Brilliant. More than they'll be like, can't believe we went out. Whereas Perez or somebody like that would be, if Real Madrid
Perez
go out,
will be livid.
heads are rolling. Do you get what I mean? Like there's no like, so yeah, we just
PSG
need
owner livid, Man City owner livid. You know, all of them angry. Like it's just the reality.
Yeah.
Don't bundle all of us Arsenal fans as Arteta sexuals, is what Rick is saying. No, I'm not bundling you all together. I'm just talking about my personal experience yesterday. I peaked at 3,800 people, my most peaked stream ever, and it was literally 3,000 Arsenal fans, all telling me, beating PSG ain't for everyone. Beating PSG ain't for everyone. Okay. Guess who beat Madrid this season? Liverpool Football Club. Guess who's going to face Real Madrid in the next round? Arsenal Football Club. Let's talk.
So that
Let's talk
bending
now.
over is going to be extremely public and very interesting.
Yeah, because we don't have to worry
I don't
about.
know where you were going with that
Arsenal.
then.
Bro, look, I'm being real, man. Being bent over in public is embarrassing.
Yeah. 10-2. 10-2.
I wouldn't
actually
go
think
that
that-
far. I wouldn't go as far as 10-2, but I think it will comfortably be like a 3 or 4 goal gap over both legs.
I think the tie will be over at the Emirates in the first leg. I don't even think they need to play the second leg in Bernabeu. That's how.
Well, we all
I
know
don't
how
rate this.
embarrassing the Bernabeu is, so it will be very. I'd rather Arsenal went to the Bernabeu with hope because the build-up will be so fun.
Yeah.
Like, if say it's 1-0 or Arsenal winning 2-1 or something the first leg, the build-up will be so fun.
Drifty's so evil. Like, you're so evil. I swear.
Worst case
I
scenario.
agree. I
bro.
want that to happen.
Oh,
Right.
God.
No, but Husam, do you know what it is, bro? It's because I tell you right here, right now, I think Arsenal is such a classy club. I think Arsenal pretty much do things the right way. I have no issue with Arsenal overall, but their fan base is so insufferable that they bring it on themselves, bro. They bring it on themselves. If they just found 10% humility, we would not have this issue with them. Just even if they up their humility or their self-awareness or their spatial awareness or their whatever, even just bring it up 10, 15%, and we'd have less of an issue with them. But they are so all over the place. They never learn. They don't understand football. They beat PSG 7-1 and ran their mouth. And then look what happened. Did you not learn from only 2 weeks ago when you beat Leicester and ran your mouth? And then West Ham came to town. When are you going to learn? When are you going to learn? A part of being an adult, yeah? And I'm assuming these are all 16 or over, yeah? But the part of being an adult is understanding you take lessons in life and you learn from them. How can you keep making the same mistakes over and over and over and over again? Einstein said it. That is the sign of insanity. Doing the same thing and expecting a different result. You are insane. Your fan base brings this on themselves. So ain't nobody rent-free. Because you guys are squatters. So how can we be rent-free? Yeah? You bring it on yourself. Stop talking, and then people won't have so much vim for your club. Because Arsenal are a classy football club. There's nothing to hate about Arsenal apart from the fan base. And if anybody disagrees with me, then say it. And some of my nearest and dearest are Arsenal fans. Some of the people I love the most in the world are Arsenal fans. But Arsenal fans talk shit.
They do.
they just do.
Mo Salah said it best. Stay humble.
Yeah.
We have
Even
to
that
stay
came
humble.
back and bit them in the arse. Stay humble, eh?
Man made
How's your
t-shirts, you
season
know.
panning out? Jesus. Just have some self-awareness, and I'd probably feel bad for you. I would. I'd be on your side. I'd be like, you know what? We've got owners who, you know, don't really do what they're supposed to, and we haven't got the pretty things, and we haven't been given all this money. We should ride out together, side by side. No, you don't talk shit and make yourself our enemy. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Watch the parade and weep as we fill the streets, as we fill the airports, as we shut down the train service, and the motorways are jam-packed with Reds going to the parade. That'll be the most amazing parade you've ever fucking seen. Cry more. Yeah, I'm gonna be so fucking insufferable because normally I'm humble with this shit.
Bro.
But the way these lot are talking,
Oh hell no! I ain't gonna be no humble. Humble my ass. I ain't gonna be no
oh.
humble.
Nah, but
No.
normally what we
It's
are,
gonna
we
get
just
crazy.
we're
People say
classy
1
when we
million.
win, though. We're classy
People
when
say
we win.
1 million.
You see this season?
I'm telling
You
you,
see
it's
this
gonna be
season,
crazy.
Drifty. You see this season, bro. Just that's why I want us to just lock this up. Lock up the league. After that, oi.
Yeah. Once it's official. Oh, it's
And there's
gonna be
there's another
crazy.
fan base who would have to block me as well. Man United fans, it's all over. It's all over.
Yeah, Man United fans know.
You can't
already.
say
They
shit
know.
anymore. You
Man United, they
There
can't
is
sing
not
20
a
anymore. Yeah, they know.
single word
know.
you could say. 20 times,
know.
okay. 20 times.
On the perch.
But I have 6, you have 3. Now what?
You know, on the perch.
It's done. It's done. If
We'll
you
be
if
next
you're
to
a
you.
Man United fan, you're gonna be. I promise you, I'm gonna ruin every single Man United fan I know this summer. Like you're destroyed. Like, and you wanna know the best part about what Drifty said? Drifty is gonna be insufferable for 3 months because there's no Euros and there is no World Cup and there is no AFCON and there is no Copa America. There is not even Asian Cup. There is nothing. Enjoy it.
Every time an Arsenal fan or a Man United fan or anybody calls me, I'm gonna answer my phone saying 20, bitch. What do you want? Every
Premier
time.
League champion Drifty here. How are you? You good?
Every time, 20,
League
bitch. What do you want? Talk to me nicely. Talk to me nicely. Yeah. They brought on themselves. I would have been humble like I was in 1920. I was so humble in 1920.
Bro.
So humble,
Just
bro.
happy to just be there. Just happy to be
Yeah,
there.
bro. So
Yes.
Just
Happy
to be
that they
there.
didn't cancel the league.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah, bro, I was
happy.
so
Yeah.
humble, so chilled. Do you know what I'm saying? Even in the face of it's the COVID league, even though Man City actually won the COVID league.
Yes,
But
a
like
year later.
all of that, still just cool, humble. Not this time. Oh no, you lot are getting it in the net.
Oh, I'm gonna be so annoying as well. I promise you. I promise you.
You know, like
Egal.
like when you watch those horrible fights online where somebody's already down and the guy's still hitting him. You're like, bro, you've won, bro. You've won. Why are you still hitting him? He's down. That's gonna be me. I don't give a shit if you're down. I'm not.
Oh
gonna
yeah,
stop
yeah, of
'cause you're
course,
crying.
of course. We ain't
Yeah,
gonna.
yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
everyone's gonna hold smoke, bro. Always give a
100%.
shit when you're
The
down.
one-
No.
The wild thing
And I'm
is
gonna
as
lure
well,
them in. There'll be times when I'm gonna feel humble. They're gonna be like, just being humble again. And I'm gonna lure them in. Oh
Humble,
no,
yeah.
bang, hit them with a hook. It's gonna be lovely. It's gonna be a
the
great
crazy thing
summer.
is, as well, that COVID league that nearly got cancelled, that stopped Slot from winning his first league title.
Yeah, Alkmaar. Yeah,
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It actually did.
He was
Alkmaar
win
league
that.
title would have been mad because
He was
like
going to win that.
That was so liberty from the Dutch FA to do that, innit? Like they
Crazy.
should have let that
Yeah.
finish, man.
Yeah.
They should have let that finish.
look at the fans crashing out of the chat. Drifty, my guy. is what,
I'm telling you, man, they just don't like hearing the truth.
the thing is, like, you know, people say stuff like, you know, with us that we're crazy and delusional, but there are Arsenal fans who fully messaged me and said, like, yo, Liverpool are gonna have a downfall now and we're gonna win the league.
No.
I swear.
Come on, bro.
I swear. They said Liverpool meltdown incoming.
There was so
It's just
many
after one
channels.
game, but every
There's so
time
many
we
channels that thought they were going to
said
get
it
it
against
back.
Plymouth. That's when they said it as well. They said it when we lost to Forest. When we drew to Forest, they said it as well. Like,
Yeah. This is why Drifty is gonna be insufferable. Why do you think?
It
For
was
no
the-
Do
reason?
you have to? Do
It
you
was
have
the
to
Everton
sign?
and Newcastle, wasn't it? It was the Everton and
yeah,
Newcastle.
Everton one day said, "Raw, you guys."
Sorry,
look, you're
Everton and
gonna-"
Villa. Everton and Villa.
To
Yeah,
become
but-
an Arsenal fan, do you have to sign some kind of form that says no matter what you really believe, you will act this way?
No, what kind of form is that, bro?
Bro, but I'm trying to figure this out, bro. I'm trying to make sense of this, so my logical brain can't figure out how this is possible, bro. I can't figure this shit
I
out.
said,
They
no matter how
actually
you
said to you,
feel,
bro, we're
you
gonna
have-
bottle the league. And what? So they're gonna win 9 Premier League games in a row. Is that what they're saying?
We have to lose all 9, but
We have to lose 4 and they have to win 9.
Is that not to level as well, though? If they
Yeah, that's
I
just
know,
a
I
level.
know. I think that'll be 1 point. I think they'd win it by 1 point. I think if that was the case, I think.
They also have to come to Anfield and beat us.
Yeah, and plus those 9 wins would include beating us as well. Oh wow, jeez.
You won't even get to that, you guys. Come on, let's not even try it like that.
Guys, do you know what? Just for the banter, do you know what I would like? I wouldn't like it because it'd probably
No. I know
Yeah.
what you're gonna say. Don't say it. No. We don't want.
Oh no, I don't think you know what I was gonna say.
I know.
We
You
don't want
us
you
to
to
win
say
the league
anything
against
now.
them.
About that.
Oh
I
no,
don't want
I was gonna say. Imagine if something hilarious happened, like they did catch us somehow.
No,
See, this
no,
is
we're
what we
talking
got.
about
We-
2
No.
million Liverpool fans celebrating now.
No. Let's not do this. Stop it. I'm not
Endz is
involved.
gone.
I'm not involved in this at all. I'm not involved. No. We can't do this. Drifty, we can't do this.
You know what? You know what?
This.
You know what? No.
I am not involved at all. I cannot do this. I just can't.
No,
I just
but I was gonna end it by we win it on the last day of the season, and the
No,
crash out
I
would
don't
be-
want
No,
that.
no,
I don't want the
I'm not coming
drama. I don't want the drama. Listen, I want the guard of honor, Drifty, man. Let me just get a drift guard of honor. Peace,
I want the
bro.
guard of honor. The Tottenham.
Message, God forbid they caught us, but we want it anyway. I don't want that. I want us to
No,
win.
of course
Guard
not.
of honor, bro.
Of course.
I want the
I
guard of
I
honor.
just imagine the hope of them thinking they were going to do it, and then it would be even more of a crash out, wouldn't it?
Nah, Drift. I want the guard of honor. I want Salah to be on
Yes.
his record. Bro, I want all of it, bro. So then
want
when
it
we're
easy.
shameless, we just
I want it easy,
Yes.
Drift. I want it easy.
No,
I
Yeah,
want,
no, of
I
course,
want,
of
I
course,
want
of course.
Caicedo to clap for us as well, because the game before that is Stamford Bridge. Caicedo, guard of honor. Let's go. Caicedo clapping for Wataru Endo. It would be
No, I
beautiful to see.
agree. I
that'd be
agree.
good.
I agree. I
Beautiful
agree.
to see. Big up the
Jesus.
panel. Do you reckon the performance of the team drops after the international break? Big up.
We have
We
the
got
most
Everton
players
straight
who go
after,
on
don't we?
international duty, don't we? So it could possibly maybe. Like I
The
wish
home game,
Gravenberch would get a reprieve. I wish.
Do you know what I
that-
hope? Sorry, Drift. I hope that
Mm.
no favors from the international manager, but I just hope the players in the Liverpool team go, like, listen, is these games important? Do you really need me to come to
Mm.
this one?
Who's the Dutch manager right now?
Yeah, we need some favors, bro.
It's what's his name, innit? Not the ball. Koeman.
We need some favors.
Koeman is manager of Netherlands again? Wasn't he
Yeah, we
fired?
need
in-
some
Well,
favors.
yeah, I thought he'd gone.
No,
we need some
Koeman's
favors.
still
I think
there,
he's
man.
still there.
Do you know what? I would like to hope that there'd just be a little bit of an understanding, right? With like you're saying, Endz, like just a little bit of understanding of like a team who's trying to win something that's so important with a player like Gravenberch who's not actually playing well because he's tired. Like, can you just let him?
I hope Slot gives them a call, genuinely.
Yeah.
just
Or
give
do you
him
know
a
what? Let's do
call,
what Man United did for years, where there's a
Yeah.
knock before the international break. Chelsea used to do it a lot as well, where their player would get a
Yeah.
knock just before the international break. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's just do a little bit of that so that our players can get
Yeah.
a rest, man.
I agree. It would be nice. Knock or something and just keep it stepping.
A niggle.
Someone knocked him out in training and he can't make it. And
You
then
know
he
what? Let's not
suddenly
even be shameless like that, Husam. Let's just say man's got the flu. Don't want to spread it around the camp.
Can't make
magically,
You know what
he
I'm saying?
appears.
Don't wanna- you know when that guy comes to work and he's got the flu and you're like, bro, go home, bro. I don't want to be ill.
Yeah, no one wants to get that.
What are you doing here, bro? Go home, man. Yeah.
Can't all
yeah,
our
no.
players just like forget their passports
Yeah.
and they'll
you know
just
what I'm
get
saying?
fined?
You know what I mean? Let's
Yeah,
just
Sorry,
say
I've
none
got
of
to
them
go
got
to
the
the
flu,
Dutch
bro.
embassy in London to get a passport. You get me? Like that's what I mean. Oh God. Anyway, listen, big up to all of you guys. We can wrap it up here. Appreciate you. Thank you to Drifty for hopping on as well. Big up to Football with Endz. Big up to Kmack. Listen, guys, all their channels are in the
Big guys.
description. Please do give them a subscribe. Go give them a subscribe. Drifty TV and Kopish are in the description. Football with Endz is in the description. The Kmack channel is in the description, and G's channel as well is in the description. Go give them all a subscribe. Subscribe over here as well, because yesterday we hit 47.6k. So thank you guys so much for getting us there. The road to 48k continues now. So we're trying to hit 48k. So I appreciate and love every
Let's get that to
single one of
50
you guys.
as soon as possible, man. Come on, man.
Yes.
Let's just
Oh, well, let's get to
that
50
done, man.
halfway.
By the
Halfway
time
there.
Liverpool lift the league, if Hassam's not on over 50, that's a crime. Let's get it done,
Yeah.
man. Come on.
Yeah, let's get to 50k, man. Like the video, subscribe on your way out.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of content today, you guys. I have to handle Hamza for 2 hours on Ehwa. I have Atletico and Real, Hala Madrid in Adamas. And I've got straight facts as well at 4:15.
You're gonna
So,
need
yeah.
a nap, bro. I can
you're
see
gonna
you're
get-
already tired, bro. You're gonna need a nap,
Yes.
bro.
I'm gonna need a nap. I'm
Gotta
gonna
get
need
roasted
a lot
on
of
terrace
coffee.
as well.
Yes.
Gotta get roasted on
Yes.
terrace.
Yes. And speaking of, this stream is gonna take you over there where Terry has titled it Husam cooking, but I'm gonna be so
Roasted
shameless.
by Man U, Arsenal, and City fans.
No, it was Inter. Because
If you haven't subscribed in the chat now, you should definitely do that because he is going to get roasted. So he deserves that. So everyone,
but I'm going to be very shameless with it. Watch this space. Don't worry, I'm the king of deflections. I will deflect to smithereens. Anyway, see you guys later. Man. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace out.
Peace.